Your attempt is noticed.
Hello, guys and gals. It's me, Dr.JWolfenstein here, and welcome back, finally, to the wonderful seas of Vodari. I'm joined here today with my fantastic cast of characters, and I am your master of the seas for this campaign. And as you noticed, the beautiful Vodari map background behind my head is Vessi's Rage. It actually fits like so perfectly that it works like that.
You big ass head.
Really
I'm kidding.
does.
I love you.
It's gorgeous.
Look at Brent and his big ass head.
Yep. I mean, if you listen to the 3 Lego construction guys from Gumball, it's because I have a big brain in here. First obscure cartoon reference. Now,
The Amazing World of Gumball is an obscure what?
that one reference, yeah, that's an obscure reference. It's literally 10 seconds. You could miss it if you weren't paying attention.
Most of Gumball is 10 seconds, and you could miss it if you weren't paying attention.
True.
Honestly, yeah.
But
Such a good
I think
show,
I missed
though.
it deliberately because I'm never going to watch that show.
it's okay.
It's worth.
I don't think you watch TV, Vex.
I'm allowed to dream.
Just saying.
Anyway.
Dune was pretty good, by the way. If you guys
Thanks for
haven't seen
crushing my
Dune,
dreams.
sponsored
Random
by
White.
Dune. Hey
No.
guys, have you watched Dune yet?
No.
It's really good. I really enjoyed it.
I'm not sponsored by Dune.
You didn't like the new Dune movie?
I didn't watch it.
No. We're not
It's
sponsored
really
by
good.
Dune. We're sponsored by eggs.
Yes.
Ah, yes, get
So
cracking.
try our friends at Try Pete Goods.
Get
Correct.
cracking.
I mean, you guys can keep going, and I'll just sit here.
This episode brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
How about no?
Actually, funnily enough, I could.
No.
Steam Labs actually
Yeah,
offers
well, yeah,
that.
you could.
Really? Oh my
Get it
God.
already?
So, without
That's impressive,
further
I love it.
interruptions, I'll get through the announcements pretty quickly. So first and foremost, one of the most important ones is there's only 1 week, that's right, 7 little days left to get in on the Fool's Gold Into the Bellowing Wilds Kickstarter. It has raised $1,319,744 with 9,560 backers and just 7 short days to go. I have already backed it, and I am here to tell you now that as soon as it comes out, Tyranny of Dragons, if we are done with it, is going to be replaced by a homebrew Fool's Gold setting game that I am going to come up with and that we are going to run in this amazing world. And that will be the next stream that happens on that Wednesday. Seas of Vodari, whenever it does come to an end, we will replace it with something else. But it's still a while before it comes to an end. Do not worry, ladies and gentlemen. There is still plenty of high seas hijinks in store for you. Now, maybe they'll find the One Piece. Who knows? We just gained like a couple $100 more since we were talking about it. But as you can see, my pledge has gone up to $507. I am $7 over budget. But the reason is because we have more minis, ladies and gentlemen. We have officially hit the mark where we now have Vicky. That is correct. Vicky minis. And everybody needs one. And everybody I run a home game with is going to get one. It is fantastic. I've already bought the STL files. They are great. They are awesome. I love that I have friends with 3D printers. It's literally the only reason to make friends with people who have 3D printers. So you can go, here, print these. I'm kidding, but not really. You gotta make sure people know that they have to do things for you. Again, kidding. I'm like the mob boss. Yeah, I'm always doing favors and expect favors to be done. So, it's just, a thing. But anyway, with that in mind, and with all of that said, I can't wait. This will be a fantastic campaign setting. It'll be a fantastic world. And I'm already working on a campaign to go with it. I have just not gotten the world, so I can't do much of the world lore yet. but I've already got a pretty good campaign going. And for those of you who are watching the Grim Hollow campaign, I hope you guys liked the little Friday Halloween episode. Well, 2-part
Friday.
Halloween episode, or Sunday. We are still continuing on loud and proud. I almost wanted to say long and strong.
Loud
but
and strong.
Yeah, I just messed that all the way up. But anyway, still going strong with that, and it'll be fantastic as it continues on. Next thing, of course, is our friends over at Tri-Peak Goods. Yes, we are sponsored, #not really, by Eggs, and they are fantastic. Definitely go support him. Definitely go support what he does. He's an amazing person and an amazing creator. On to the next bit. Here is my game schedule for this week. I still have some Humblewood Adventure slots. For those of you who are fans of Dingo Doodles, you will remember Humblewood because she herself advertised it. And now I finally am going to do much the same because it's fantastic. And everybody should play a burb. In fact, actually, I have a pay-to-play campaign Tuesday nights that my buddy Matt, you may recognize him from Tyranny of Dragons, but he is actually playing the new cleric subclass from that particular module. It's a very fun subclass, and it can go into any campaign, really. And so I highly recommend it. You can buy the whole module on Roll20 or on Hit Point Press's website, so make sure you go check it out. Of course, I'm also looking to run Dungeon of the Mad Mage at 3 p.m. on Mondays, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There are 4 slots left for that. I do have 2 slots left for my Stormlord's Wrath campaign, which is my D&D Essentials kit on Tuesday night. I plan to run through that whole campaign, so Stormlord's Wrath, Sleeping Dragon's Wake, and Divine Contention. Friday, I am looking to run at 4 in the morning, I still have 1 spot. Yeah, 1 spot left. For my homebrew campaign, running through the Immortal Empire and having to fight the infamous Rot. I'm also planning to run Descent into Avernus, Vampire the Masquerade, and Beyond the Witchlight that day.
Sorry, this sounds like a great lineup.
I certainly would like to think so. I have 5 slots available for them, and they are waiting. Saturdays,
God, I wish I wasn't broke.
Right?
Same. I can only afford Grim Hollow right now.
Saturday, I plan to run a Witchlight game at 4 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time. So those of you who are on the other side of the world, while you're way over here, God damn it, while you're way over here, and I'm way over here, got the whole world in my hands, like literally. But for those of you who are on the other side of the world, I am happy to give you guys more games and more times that you can attend. Because a lot of my people from my homebrew campaign are internationals. I would certainly love to spread D&D worldwide and be an international DM. That would be awesome. Now I just need to learn more languages.
I got you, fam.
I'm
Why don't
really
you start with English?
I'm really shit. I understand
Yeah,
more
start with
languages than I
English.
speak.
Hey,
Shut up, Vex. You speak Canadian at best.
Damn straight, eh?
Barely counts as a language, let alone as an English language.
Brent,
Anyway.
similarly related
Oh
note,
my
I
god.
found that module that I was talking about before. It was Sunless Citadel.
Ah.
Yeah, that was the... Never mind. Continue. Sorry.
Of course, Saturday mornings, for those of you who are Game of Thrones fanatics or fans, I run a Game of Thrones campaign, and I have 1 slot left. House Rose is now entering the peril at King's Landing, and they're going to go and see if this Den of Vipers has anything for them, or if it's just a bunch of death. Who knows? It'll be awesome to see. Next, of course, I do plan to run Curse of Strahd at 7 p.m. on Saturday nights, because Curse of Strahd is a fan favorite. I know it was certainly one of my favorites. I miss the Curse of Strahd campaign that Whitehill used to run, but right now he's running Pathfinder, which I'm incredibly excited for. And then, of course, I plan to run another Wild Beyond the Witchlight because it's the brand new module. I want people to experience it. It promises to be a lot of fun. I've read through it front to back at least twice now. It is fantastic. I can't wait. And then, of course, Sunday morning, 4 a.m., I plan to run more Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I do plan to add more Sunday games. However, I just need to see what times people would be interested in. Also, if by this time next week I don't have more of these slots filled, I will be moving a lot of the Friday and Saturday slots. I will be jumping them over to Sunday in order to try and kind of continuously expand when I'm available. And of course, I will also be jumping some of them to Monday. Basically, I'll be rotating them every couple of weeks if they're not full. Otherwise, I'll just run the game. But if they're not full or don't have a majority of players, then I will keep rotating them through the week until you, the audience, can find them and hopefully, with a game you like and a slot you enjoy, play in the game. Also, I have my new business card front prepared by our lovely Fallen Star art, and it is gorgeous, Mr. Emil right here. I will be putting it up on my Twitch channel, and it will be going on one of the little about blurbs. So do feel free to step in and watch it or look at it. And Fallen Star's Instagram and even TikTok will be posted and made available underneath any of my about sections where his art is featured.
You're making me blush. Stop it.
So go ahead and get in contact with him for private commissions. With that
I
out
have
of
a few on Instagram.
With that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump in. So when last we left off on the high seas of Vodari, our crew, we'll call them, our crew had found their way back home to Port Zavo in the island nation of Zavros. And along the way, or while they're in port rather, they have discovered several interesting things. Most of which being some rumors and some, tall tales. However, they also saved a gentleman from some serious injury and may or may not have, taken as payment for their good services his ale or casks of goods. But I mean,
For now.
it's not an unreasonable request for saving your life.
We did spend like 30 plus gold on them.
That is also true.
I need
more
to
than
check the
what
books.
more than what the ale casks are worth by themselves. So
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm not saying anyone's in the wrong here.
look, we're the good guys, okay?
Maybe ask the guy about them when he's conscious.
We haven't dug into them yet. We're respecting him.
Yeah. No, they're still in the inventory.
Yep, and they are still corked.
They haven't even been
everything.
sold yet.
Exactly.
Look, we're waiting until he wakes up and offers them willingly.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, at
You
least
know.
Why do I feel there? Why do I feel air quotes around the word willingly?
Don't worry about it.
because you're suspicious
Don't
of
worry
everything,
about it.
Vex.
Because you're suspicious of everything. Let the
Are you
quartermaster
still
handle it. Don't
with
worry. Let the quartermaster handle it. Trust in my capabilities.
I would say like
As a
25 gold
con
worth
man.
of ale in exchange for 30 gold plus saving a life is more than fair.
At any rate,
We lost money on this investment so far, okay?
There was also some gangster shit going on.
that is also true.
I'm all for it.
You guys did, in fact, stumble upon some gangsta-ass shit. Mostly speaking, a kind of blood feud between the Gutter Snipes and the Zephyrs that the Zephyrs barely even really know about. And you've discovered that, well, it's not actually... It is a feud, as such as it is.
It's a Romeo and Juliet story.
Yeah. It is indeed a Romeo and Juliet story. And so, I mean,
Very
how bad
poorly
can it
done,
be?
might I add. On their part, not
I
the
was gonna say,
DM's part.
why are
No.
you throwing shade at me? I didn't
No,
write
not
this.
you. Not you. I'm saying they're idiots.
I'm gonna say,
At least it's not the hate unto the Zaffords.
I'm actually telling you that there's a lot of these encounters are in the actual books as like adventures, and this is one of them.
and he's using them. Yeah, and he's using them as random encounters of shit that you could go after, which is
Look,
great. I love
Look,
it.
I think they're retarded kids who may only be 2 years younger than me.
Use the R
You
word.
don't know about this.
Yeah. By the way, this adventure is technically called Portside Story.
I love it.
Of course it is. Of course it
It's
is.
not okay because Beachside Story was already trademarked.
And
Of
West
course it
Side
was.
Story
Now
just
we've been
doesn't sound
trademarked.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
West Side
It's also
Story is
not really
poorly
a
done.
beach. Well, we lost
We
the
lost
Vex.
a snack.
He will be back.
The
But
snake has fallen.
and so,
Yeah.
with the acquisition of one of the gutter snipes who was left for dead, and the two new stowaways on their ship hiding out, we were going to find ourselves with the captain, who is actually not on the ship himself.
We're going drinking, bitches.
Yep, he is going drinking, and he is calling you all bitches.
No, it's an obligatory bitches. Not you, just specifically. It's just he's going drinking.
General
bitches?
bitches.
I know, you're not calling me bitches, you're calling the audience bitches. It's okay. You can call the audience bitches. They'll have plenty of choice words for you.
Let me quote my DeLorean and Associates, okay?
But at any rate, and so with that, we find ourselves with our captain. And you walk into the tavern, the Lucky Mermaid, the tavern where you met up with your gentleman who told you of the amazing treasure that you went on and or went after and found and had an amazing adventure besides. And you find that it is just as popular as ever. Bar fully loaded. Everything's great, sounding great, ready to go. What do you do, my friend?
Well, obviously, I'm going to start by going up to the bar, trying to get a drink.
All right. So as you go up to the bar and as you get a drink, or rather, as you get up to the bar, the bartender turns to you. Oh, what'll it be?
Awkward silence.
Can I see what do you got on the top shelf right now?
On the top shelf. Oh.
Top shelf.
I got just the thing. You're the captain, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Could you tell by the hat?
Yeah, actually. No, we just got a shipment in.
I have a very important question. Does this hat still have a bullet hole in it?
Yeah, it does.
You better have a bullet
He hasn't
hole
got
in
it
if not, I'll be
fixed.
disappointed.
I didn't fix the bullet hole, and I'm pretty sure the bullet's still in the hat.
No, the
Honestly,
bullet fell
it
out
adds
of the hat,
character, so
but yeah, no, the hole's still there.
gives character.
He actually reaches up to the top though and pulls out a bottle, and on this bottle is very elegant green, like bright toxic green lettering, and a couple of Grindylow looking tentacles on it. And there's actually a picture of a Grindylow in a pirate hat missing an eye. And he's around the bottle. He's like, just got this in. I can't believe it. It's awesome. We just got some Binks's brew.
Hold up. That exact image is an actual image of a liquor bottle. And I can't place what it is. It's gonna bother. No, it's not Captain Morgan. No, it's specific.
Kraken?
It's specifically a green octopus thing with an eye patch on, and I can't remember what it is. It's not Kraken.
Pretty sure it
Kraken's
had
black.
something to do
Kraken's black.
Sorry to interrupt, but I would like to mention
Gonna
I
look
do
for this
believe Xavier did drop the money at the ship, lock it up, and made his way to the tavern because I impersonated this man and he was angry about it.
You were
I
you
think
not only did
I'm
you
still on the
Kraken
impersonate
Black
ship and I'm
Sparrow.
knowing where food is.
not only did you
Yeah.
impersonate this man, but you impersonated this man, and you were escorting children to my ship.
I mean, fair enough.
No, just me.
No, there were three
No,
others.
you weren't there. I was alone.
Oh, damn. Well, I thought
Uh,
it was with you.
Not for that.
Not
Oh,
for
it's
that
that
one.
face.
Well,
Well, now I'm watching someone, and we may or may not be causing a ruckus in their kitchen in the ship.
I mean that too. But at least the trouble you can get into on a ship is pretty
Oh,
limited.
goodbye, White.
No, right here. Oh, there he is.
The trouble is that there's going to be a fun time in the kitchen.
But
Bonding.
he pulls down this bottle and sets it down. Just in today, fresh. Oh, I can't believe it. I was a little worried. The shipment's normally not so late.
So what made it late this time? Did you even ask?
Oh, something about some trouble at Binks's sake house in Zoleni. I have no idea.
Is he pouring near me?
No, he's pouring you 2 fingers worth.
Okay, I was wondering if he's pouring on his side of the thing, or if he put the glass in front of me and started
Oh no,
pouring.
he put the glass in front of you and is starting to pour.
Okay, I will wink and then move slowly over to it and kind of like hold the bottle down a little bit longer. And I'm like, please make it a double.
All right. And he smiles.
Wink,
A gold piece.
I hand him 2.
He tucks them away and
Awkward silence.
he takes the bottle, finishes pouring a double. Ah, yeah, this will put hair on your balls. And he smiles and corks it and sets it back on the top shelf.
Also, can I get some water real quick? Just a little.
Seawater or fresh water?
Fresh water would be fantastic.
You sure? I got seawater.
I don't like seawater.
Oh,
Drinks.
He has seawater.
yeah, seawater.
Does he got see a water in a water bottle?
Drinks better than a water bottle.
A water
A bowl
bottle?
of water. A bowl of water.
Yeah, bottle of water
Oh, water.
for your coffee.
We are so sorry. Anyway.
I'm not. I apologize.
Oh,
for
and then
nothing.
I ask him a quick question. I'm like,
No, I started it.
like,
I'm not sorry.
what fruit do you have that would go well with this? And can I get a slice?
Fruit.
Has anyone got orange slices?
He actually
What kind of
looks.
alcohol is it?
He actually looks under his bar. It's
I can't tell what kind of alcohol this is.
So it's actually clear. It is a clear alcohol. You haven't
It's-
tasted it before.
Water.
So I got some water next to it, right? I'm gonna grab bits of it and use control water to turn to ice cubes and put it into my glass.
Okay. Easy done with control water.
Yes, it
Shape,
is.
shape water in this case.
Shape
Well,
water.
Shape water. Either way, still easy.
Yeah.
So you do that. You now have ice cubes in your liquor.
Perfect. And then whatever fruit he's gonna hand me.
He actually pulls out a orange.
Perfect.
However, as he cuts into it, you see it's a blood orange.
Perfect.
And he like cuts it and hands you like half of it.
Perfect. I take out one of my daggers and I cut it into a couple wheels and set it to the side, and then I take out one of the peels and I
Yeah.
no, I
Just pass it through
actually
your lips.
no, better yet, I actually twist it and rub the rim with it and let it drop into the drink. Just the peel.
He's just watching you, and you can't tell if the look on his face is an insult or his interest, but he's watching you.
You went from getting growing some hair on your balls to losing a bit of it, getting a mustache there,
Yeah.
twirling it a little bit.
I just look at him like, gotta keep the scurvy away.
I guess that's so. And he just shakes his head. And kind of gets back to work, kind of ignoring you. It's at that point that Xavier walks in.
I will take a sip of my drink.
So I just look around. Where's
look
the
for the
horny
hat.
fucker?
Just look for the hat. The horny fucker. Wait a minute.
You're a tiefling. You have horns.
Don't save him.
That's exactly what it was. I mean, unless you're
that was exactly the intent. You are a tiefling.
Yeah. But no. So as you walk in, Xavier, it's not hard to spot your captain. And Sel, as you take a drink of your Binks's brew, it tastes like sake if it was mixed with rum. And it's not bad. Like, the two flavors sound like that flavor sounds like it shouldn't go together, but it creates this weird warmth that's slightly sweet, slightly tangy, almost. The orange
Honestly,
peel
I wanna
doesn't
try
really
this.
help. But it
That's
goes
okay,
down.
lemon.
It goes down smooth.
Probably the
And
lime
it's-
probably would have been better, but the blood orange probably is fine as it is.
But I mean, it's nice.
Perfect.
And you could understand why it would be considered top shelf in a place like this, because it's fantastically interesting for one. Go ahead and actually roll me a history check there. So,
Yeah, because I know about the drinks. Can you roll me a history?
all right.
He knows
Yeah.
about the booze.
I do know about the drinks, the tea, the booze, the other booze.
It's
But he
just
doesn't know about water.
It's just
What?
other booze. So
Water is basically just booze that hasn't been fermented enough.
stay hydrated, folks. I'm just kidding. Stay thirsty, my friends, because they made up hydrate. Don't believe it. In any rate, with a 20, you actually know of Binks's brew. About 20-ish years ago, give or take, maybe longer. You can't remember the exact starting dates at the top of your head. A Grindylow came up from the depths, and he took what was known as sake from Silver Tree. It's an elven delicacy. And he took that and mixed it with rum and called it a brew. The process by which he did this is unknown to people, but he is the only one who can make it and have it taste as it does. He opened up a shop called Binks's Brew House in Zeleny, where eccentricities and the people who have them are more welcome. And so, in so doing, he established himself pretty quick as a very popular drink dispenser. However, Binks himself joined a life of piracy, and so has started, and so has a small fleet of ships, about 12 at your last count, which is small for something like him, but not that large for pretty.
I'm surprised I didn't have advantage. These are two things I'm the most nerdy about.
Well, the
Still
thing
roll the
with-
dirty 20.
Yeah, you still rolled a dirty 20. But the thing with Binks is that he actually takes his brew specifically to the pirate nations and stays away from Tevara, who are the religious nut jobs of the setting. But he actually takes his brew all the way to the pirate ports and all the way around, basically, except this one port. His sailors, one and all, everyone who serves on his crew, on all 12 of his ships, is classified as a bard and are proficient in a different style of instrument. And they have a song that they sing as they travel. This is known as the Song of Binks's Brew. And he has gained rather infamy or fame, you actually can't tell, among bards, wine merchants, alcohol merchants, and sailors for his eccentric way of not only piracy, but capturing cargo and ships and selling it. Binks's brew house is in Zeleny. It is protected by the governor of Zeleny.
Jesus.
Which one's Zeleny again? That's...
Zeleny is right up there.
I can't see.
It's north of where we are.
Yeah, it's in...
It's just north of where we are. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. All I need to do is general map directions. I know where I am right now, and I know the surrounding islands right now.
Here, it's
I'm
like...
familiarizing
Actually,
myself.
wait, hold on. Let me get out of the way. So let's...
It's right here.
I know, it's Silver Tree's on this
I'm
side.
gonna say it's the other side. What are you talking about? It's west.
Zeleny is right here.
Right.
It's literally the island directly
there.
above us.
Right
Yeah,
there.
it's right here.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
Vanna
this
White.
coat hanger right here.
Yeah, Silver Tree is the island right. It's on the island west.
It's one of the. It's one of the archipelagos.
Galapagos? What?
I was going to say Galapagos, but it's not the correct term. But the Galapagos is an island right off of a major continent, so it would make sense-ish.
At any rate,
You're not
Binks's
wrong.
brew house is in Zeleny, and it appears that the Grindilo, for whatever reason, have actually started to migrate, or at least immigrate at the very least, to Zeleny in numbers. This is the third Grindilo you've heard of from Zeleny in the past 2 weeks. At this time, Xavier joins you at your table, or at your bar.
I walk up to the bar and just...
Do you still look like me?
No, I dropped it on the ship. I do recall that I dropped it on the ship.
Okay.
I just lean on the bar to the bartender. I'll have one that he's having.
Did you want the fruit with it or no?
He just nods. All right.
He ain't 40
I'm about to say, unless you want it oddly bitter, you don't need the rind.
Right, thanks. Yeah, might get a double as well, and I toss him the gold.
He nods. And, Xavier, you've actually smuggled a great bit of Binks's brew.
Yeah! Because I know the good shit when I see it.
Oh, yeah.
Good relatively.
Well, you mostly smuggled it when there were trade wars going on, and so goods were being
I made a good
taxed.
profit. I made a good profit out of it.
Binks's brew, #1 most smuggled cargo.
Yep.
At least when it comes to alcohol.
Yeah. So I just take it, down it.
It can be shot or sipped, either way.
Yeah, I just shoot it because I have some explanation to do.
I just go...
First of all, let me speak.
Rubbing my eyes with my 2 fingers, grabbing the bridge of my nose, just...
First of all...
No, you're supposed to sip that! It's just better sipped. It tastes too good not to sip. You don't shoot! You shoot shit! You don't...
I smack him in the back of the head. Lad, I fucking drank this for years. I smuggled this shit for years. You're not gonna tell me what to do with it. So, got an explanation to do. Right. First of all...
No, first thing, hold on. First thing.
Oh yes, please, do initiate this interaction.
There's no way I look that fucking slutty. What the fuck?
You know, magic is pretty precise in the way I look. So...
Are you sure about that, or is that just your interpretation of how I look?
No, I literally told the disembodied voice, this man, word for word.
He might be going crazy. He's talking about a disembodied voice. I don't know.
Yeah, yes, I'm gonna squint. Can I make an insight check on the disembodied voice?
Sure you can.
Xavier breaking the fourth wall. Anyway.
Love you, Xavier.
I'm starting.
Yeah.
I am starting to regret. You coming here? What did I get on the insight check?
Oh,
What do
right.
I know?
I have to roll that. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
One of these days I'll believe you. Nat 20.
And that 20, so I know he has no clue what he's talking about.
Yeah, but you do know I did you 100% right, like I see.
I am extremely uncomfortable.
Right. So, the explanation.
You see Cell like kind of like pulling their shirt down a little bit.
Right. So, first of all, the two lads, about a couple of years younger than you. Lads and lady. Oh yeah, we got a new cabin boy, by the way.
Lovely. I'm glad you recruited somebody to be the cabin boy. We couldn't make just anyone do it.
Second, the two of them paid me, and are still paying me, or us in this case, to get him the fuck out of town.
What do they
300.
do?
Oh, they're just
300 just to get them out of town.
Aye.
We talking shells?
what-
We talking crowns? What are we talking?
An amalgamation of a coin that comes up to 300 crowns.
That's too easy. Why?
Fucking love story opposing gangs.
300. Takes another sip of my drink. A long swig. $300 though?
Yeah.
They know how much that is, right?
They know how much that is, and they just want to start a new fucking life somewhere far away from me. Where the fucking and I lower my tone. Where the fucking Zephyrs and the Snipes don't get at them.
Hold up. Who?
Local gangs. Love you. You don't need to worry
Local
about
gangs. So literally just anywhere that's not this town and they'd be fine, correct?
it. Right. The thing is, I don't know if
Oh,
they
so they could
expanded
just-
to any other places. So, I kept it on the down low. And I look like you, first of all, because very few tieflings are seen in my time, and I can't do a female voice. So, you know.
I see.
But it's a play that we can run.
I'm thinking we take our time getting them out, right?
Yeah.
We convince
they're in
them.
the ship, and they're in the ship. Unfortunately, in your cabin.
They're in my cabin?
Yeah. I wasn't gonna put them where the fucking gold is.
We have hammocks below deck. We do have an extra couple hammocks below deck, correct?
We do have some extra. Yeah, we do have some extra. But I just put them there because when we get back, at least they'll know the captain.
If I see stains on my sheets, I'm
There's
blaming
the
you.
fucking elf in your fucking bed. How the hell are they gonna do it?
He got better. Mostly.
Yeah, he's still laying there. Last time I fucking checked.
Did he check?
I did open the door and let him in. So yes, I did.
There's a hallway, though. There's a clear hallway. I don't think you can see the bed from the hallway. I do need a verification. Brent, did he see?
What do you mean? Yeah,
Did he
the elf guy's
okay.
still in your bed, still mostly unconscious.
And he's still unconscious? Okay, just want to double check.
And no, there is not a hallway. I'm looking at the fucking layout. It's just a door into your cabin.
Is there really? I thought there was a hallway and it was lined with bookshelves
Nope.
up to the point. Wild. Okay.
But yeah. So one thing that I'm gonna do about it, I'm gonna take 50 from the 150 down payment they did, as in your finder's fee.
50 is a bit strong for a finder's fee.
Finder's fee and
you
putting
know
my fucking
this.
neck out in gang warfare.
What do you mean putting your fucking neck out? You looked like me.
I was still the one that was about to be stabbed.
Right. At that point, but they see me again. Guess what happens? They're gonna blame me, not you.
And also, I kept a low profile, and I looked like you just in case, because tieflings attract a bit more
At
attention.
best, we split the 50, 50-50. So it's 25-25, and the rest goes directly to the ship, without anyone else. Or we split it amongst everyone else equally outside of us, and then we get that one portion of the ship.
You have some fucking future in merchant ship. Alright, 50-50 it is.
50-50, and then 50. 50-50 out of the 50, then the 50.
You get 25, I get 25. Stop fucking bullshitting. But, right. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, I need to visit the snack in the morning.
Are we leaving? Do we have to leave like now? Is there a reason to?
We don't have to leave now. But I just need to keep him up. I need to keep him updated. Not.
I would say we gave him a whole 2 days, didn't we, Max?
Wait, I'm not gonna tell him to come back to the ship. I'm just gonna say hi, tell him what the fucking situation is, and come back. I have work to do.
Wait, hold up. Didn't he tell us to stay away for that exact reason? He didn't want the work to be with his folks, that kind of thing. The fact that he's
it's not gonna be me visiting.
No, you're not visiting as me.
I didn't say it was gonna be you as well. It's gonna be your brother. Anyway.
No, I'm going with you. This is not okay. I'm already not on okay with this.
You know, the faster you accept it, the
I'm
faster
not okay with it.
The faster you accept it, the faster you're gonna be okay with it.
How about this? It would probably be easier to persuade me if I had another drink and I finished downing the first one.
Mike, get him another one.
Why?
You're a dick.
He pours 2 more Binks's brew.
And then
I grab my drink and drink about half of it, and I put it down. I'm like, and you love it.
I tolerate it. Doesn't mean I'm happy about it.
You're happy about the results, that's for sure.
Aye, it's additional income to the fucking things I did. Less risk.
As it always goes, I take the risk, you take the reward.
I mean, I didn't look like you just to make you have the risk. It's literally because tieflings catch attention, and I was trying to tail them and draw attention to me.
But wouldn't that also draw attention to them also, if they saw a tiefling tailing somebody?
We just looked like 3 people walking down the street. I made sure of it.
Wait, what?
What?
I think that we need to talk to the snake tomorrow.
Why the fuck do you think I'm going?
We are going.
Right. Well, he's gonna meet your brother anyway.
Man, if I only actually had a brother.
Pray for me, guys. This is going to be a long night.
Are you afraid your parents are actually gonna like us?
I'm afraid they're going to ask questions that I'm not ready to answer.
We are respectable merchants, or at least I was.
Don't
I
make me
still
laugh.
wink.
I'm expecting your parents to ask, so, hey, polyamorous throuple?
I don't think they would think it's gay. I think they would think that at
You're
least they would
gay.
be heard of it.
I just like to see Valor's dad go look at Valor's dad look at him and just go, "Why are you gay?"
Why are you gay?
Forgive me while I bash my head into my desk until
Suddenly he
whatever
goes,
situation
Hey,
you guys
wait,
my
both
no,
boy's
tell me.
not gay.
I
He's
told you.
creative. Alright, he's creative. That's what they say.
Hey, look, I don't like fucking anything, okay? Or it's receiving anything. If that matter, it don't matter. Hey, listen.
But right. Well, Sal, my dear, my boy, my biscuit.
We'll go with the second option. Yes.
My biscuit? My
What
biscuit.
you get?
Alright.
My biscuit.
I literally
Zane, by the way,
point
I
my
think
drink
the
at
irony in the tone was pretty caught.
I literally point my drink at Xavier and go, call me Biscuit. I'm not normally a violent person, okay? Don't call me Biscuit.
Right, and you know that I'm gonna completely do it if you say that. So, thank you for the idea.
We're gonna need to get a jar for you. I'm writing it in
the biscuit jar. All right, I'm gonna go back to the ship. Make sure.
Already?
there's
We're
two
already having
un-
so much fun here, though.
We
There's
are.
live
I'm
music
just
and
gonna make
everything.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm gonna make sure those two aren't fucking like rabbits.
I'm gonna say, as you said, there's a guy in the bed. The only
He
thing
is
in there
unconscious, and there's a desk.
There is a desk.
Xavier is the epitome of a bully who teases you by flirting with you.
What?
Prove me wrong.
I
You're not
hold
wrong.
on to the drink. Is the glass, or is the vessel made of glass or wood, or what's the vessel made of?
It is made of glass. You
I
only drink
asked-
Binks's brew out of glass.
So I asked the bartender, hey, does the other gold cover me taking this out into the streets?
No, but 2 more silvers would.
I toss him 2 more silvers.
Alright.
I'm like, can you top it off at least? Minimum?
For gold?
It's not even half
Alright.
gone yet.
I already
Just
paid
a
for the
slight
fucking
pour.
extra drink. You do it.
At least a slight more. You know what? Fuck it. Give me the bottle.
50 gold.
Look at my pockets.
You have 100? Question mark?
Do I?
Give me a second.
It might have a little less than that because
Yeah,
you did
you have
buy
107.
shit with your own money.
I have
107.
107.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, I did pay everyone.
Always done. It's because Cell drinks it. Always.
you know what?
Like, I did pay everyone.
You know what? Yeah. I slap 50 gold down on the table.
He takes down the bottle. There you go.
I hope it's full. If I got an empty
It's
bottle,
mostly.
I'm gonna...
Because, you know, we've been drinking from it.
So the one thing you do know is that when bottles are sold, especially bottles that are for sipping whiskeys or the like, it's usually they usually are measured in the number of shots that a person can get, and the typical tavern thing to do is sell it not only for the number of shots that you can pour, but twice that number. And so you get a markup.
You got 25. You got 25 shots pot in that.
Thereabouts. Closer to 21.
Yeah, because we drank 4. Yeah, you're right.
I literally get to the door. I turn around to the bartender. I say, "You're lucky I like you." And I leave.
I'm the best game in town. He shouts back.
Shut up.
Which Xavier, you know that's true.
Yeah. Have a good one, mate. See you next time.
Don't bring your girlfriend here.
Here's a dude, and he's not with me.
So you
and
both
I close the door behind me.
you both head back to the ship.
Yep. Please, don't make me roll to see if they're fucking on the desk.
They're not.
Okay, good.
Nyafta.
Yes?
You were walking with Tiny Sensei.
True that.
And you and Thok, and you guys get back to the ship. As you guys
By the way, do I get to the ship before Tiny Sensei and Thok and...
No.
Okay.
Because this is
If
why
I get
you
back
guys
to
were
the ship.
bar.
I was thinking, if I get back to the ship and I don't find Thok there after I asked him to stay there, I'm gonna be really upset.
We already had this conversation. Reeve came back, so they left.
Yep.
Well, I didn't know that.
Well, there's a lot of stuff you don't know, but anyway.
It's
the truth.
I'm in charge of the ship. I'm a big kid now.
And there was also the... Is she halfling? Or an elf? No, the elf. She's an elf.
Yes.
I remember. And there was also the elf on the crow nest.
Yep.
I thought she left.
When we came back, yes. She stayed the whole time.
Yeah.
Did she sign the charter?
Yeah, she did. We already had this conversation.
Yeah.
You know what? Never mind, don't worry about it.
Captain Mads lost all of her crew at some point.
Look, it's been about 2 months, okay?
It has been a long time. And I do apologize again to you, my audience. Because I'm not apologizing to the players. I mean, what?
What?
No,
I already make him apologize regularly.
You know what, Blaze? I am literally one of your audience members in your Twitch. So I make up half of your audience in your Twitch right now.
And I hate and I love the episode name. Anyway.
What is the episode name? Hold up, what is the episode?
Porteo and Sealiet.
Sealiet. So yeah, they definitely fracking on the desk.
What are we in Battlestar Galactica? Fracking?
Look, if I see anyone fracking on my desk, I'm gonna have to first issue them a fine because no one's allowed to frack in a zone that is not a...
Anyway, so as you arrive back, Nyafta, with the book in hand as well as Tiny Sensei and Thought,
yes.
Tiny Sensei actually is the first to know, new fish. Hey, White, you're very loud.
Sorry, I'm looking for my pencil because I need to make adjustments to the books. Sorry.
But no, he kind of looks, new fish on deck.
Who's that?
Oh, I don't know who he is, but apparently we got some new hands. And he points out to a kid who's kind of running around the deck, working and strapping things down or, tidying up.
Well, he's working, so I guess it's good to have some help.
Oh yeah, you guys could use some help. I mean, you guys have at least room for a dozen more. Not that you need a dozen people to pilot this, any taps the side of the railing as you guys walk up the gangplank. Not that you need a dozen people to pilot this thing, but it'd be nice. The more hands make less work.
Sure that, but that makes less profit too.
I mean, it could, depending on what you're doing. And, depending on how good, you are at your job. I mean, that was one thing about Captain Mags, is we never wanted for work. Thing we usually wanted for was more grog rations, but, you know, she's not a big drinker herself, so. What you gonna do, I guess? Thok just, like, nods sagely. Her only flaw.
Wow.
Like, Kate actually, like, looks down at Thok and is just like...
Thok became real fluent on that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, well. Hey, don't...
Kate's like, oh, I'm impressed, dude.
No, he was practiced on that phrase. He has said it multiple times.
Good.
But, remember, you know, the things that you and I know, nobody else needs to know.
I don't even know.
Exactly. And, he, like, because he's still standing on, or rather sitting on Thok's shoulders, he can actually reach down and pat your shoulder. And he does, just, exactly. See, you're learning. And before too long, I'll have you throwing fake knives with the best of them.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know.
Yeah, forget he's a soldier.
Yeah.
That'll take at least 3 levels minimum.
But as they get back on deck, he looks at the new kid. Oh, he's a gutter snipe! Hey! Oh, so the gutter snipes are one of the bands of, you know, gangs, they call themselves. Who cares? A bunch of landlubbers. But anyway, so it's one of the gangs here in Port Zavo. They control about half of it, and then the other ones, the Zephyrs or whatever they called, they control the other half.
Interesting.
Of course, my friends control them. And we tend to do a good job at doing it.
Good, good. Do they know that?
No, that's the brilliant part. They think they all act on their own.
Good to know.
And so every once in a while, a gutter snipe will get in my way, and then he'll just disappear. And, it's a wonder what happened to him. He says with a wicked smirk on his
Oh no! Our snipe! It's broken!
face. Right?
I'm just hearing the...
This isn't the first time...
Here, snipey snipe!
Yep. This isn't the first time you've seen and heard Cade talk like this. He has no problem doing the deed, as he calls it. It's not his first instinct, but he certainly doesn't mind. And big old cat in frame. I love how your cat literally does take up like half your camera. Whenever he jumps in
That's an
frame.
ass pussy.
Jesus, white.
Yes.
Cats, Emily. Cats. Cats.
I'm gonna rub my pussy on camera.
Your camera just turned off. I'm gonna rub my pussy on camera. Demonetized!
Oh no!
Okay, for the record, I didn't turn your camera off. That was just great timing.
Oh no!
What is this?
And the thing is, Discord mods cannot turn off cameras.
Yep.
It was actually the cat. I think he stepped on something. He was just walking through my...
Your
Yeah.
cat has awesome comedic timing.
Yeah.
But,
Most
so-
cats do.
yeah.
They really do.
Where are we? Rubbing our pussies on camera. Correct. Okay.
Anyway, moving on.
Oh!
Kate hops down from Thok's shoulders, does a double front flip because he has enough time. As he lands it, he just kind of, well, I'm gonna go get some grub because, you know, nothing that the work does than work up an appetite, right? you should get to reading that quick, though. The sooner you get it back to them, the sooner they can, stop looking after you for it.
Me.
But, don't let me tell you what to do. He says as he just kind of walks towards the galley, flipping his knife, flipping one of the purple knives that he makes, just kind of absentmindedly, just. But
I like the fact that if he fuck ups, the knife can just go.
exactly, just boom. Thok, however, looks at you, leans in close. Don't join, official. Day's not good. I trust Cade. Don't trust no one.
I got that.
He gives you a wink and nods and then walks off after Cade. Cade, hungry. I know that. That's why we're going to eat.
It's very sad the only person I can actually trust on my ship fully to tell me everything is Doc.
I'm in the kitchen, y'all.
So, Nyafta,
Yeah,
what would you like to do?
and the fact that you've eaten someone or part of someone is not gonna leave my lips.
I would like to approach this new crew member and kind of see what he's still about.
Okay, so you walk up to him as he's
scare him
He
straight.
got food already.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran off. pretty
Mickey's down to work now.
Yeah. Mickey was told to get some food and then get to work, so he got some food and he's getting to work because he doesn't want to be thrown off the ship again.
What work? Hold up.
Just cleaning the deck, shit.
Yeah,
We already did that.
he's a cabin boy. He does pretty much anything that needs doing. And he's currently getting a mop and a bucket, and he looks up at you and you have to, whoa, hi.
Hey.
And he you see him reach for a hat.
You must be sick. Sorry.
You see him reach for a hat, but he has no hat. And he's just, how can I help?
I was just, passing by and I was wondering, who you?
Oh, I'm Mickey. Friends call me Mick. You can call me whatever you like, Dollface.
12-year-old boy. 12-year-old boy.
Yeah, that's about
how old is
that's
he?
about the
Hold
level
up,
of
how
the
old
game
is
they
he?
got.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes to show off his 3 hairs in the chain proudly.
Shit, I didn't even have one when I was
Calling
12.
out all the 12-year-old
Right.
boys, honestly.
Shit,
Yeah,
It's okay, they're not
I
watching.
didn't even have one when I was 12. I didn't grow facial hair until I was 17.
I still haven't grown any facial hair yet.
You better be
I'm
careful, man.
23.
You still look like a
It's
12-year-old
okay,
boy.
you will soon.
Shut the fuck up. I'll kick your ass.
I'm gonna cry. Y'all are dicks.
What I do.
And you love us anyway.
I love y'all too.
I know.
At any rate, he just kind of smiles. Yeah, you can call me anything you want, Dollface. I'm new on the ship. They, hired me on as a, cabin boy. But before that, I was a gutter snipe, and I was somebody there, But I decided to leave it because it gets boring.
I see. You seem very animated and full of energy. I am pretty sure you're gonna leave that floor shining.
Oh, yeah.
The braining scar,
make it
fully
shiny,
visible.
alright.
By the way,
Yeah,
the
he has
braining
a
scar, fully visible.
But
He
he
makes
just
me wince.
he just nods. Oh yeah, it'll be so clean you can see yourself in it. I promise you that.
Hey!
I mean, it's a beautiful face to see every day. I'm sure.
Keep it up, homie!
He
Friend
nods.
zoned immediately.
He salutes.
Yeah,
Aye,
called me homie.
And I just step away
You have to all sweetness until she looks away from you.
yeah.
You hear him call back. Nice to meet you. And you hear him whistling as he starts getting to work.
Mm-hmm.
And he does. However, he starts his swabbing of the deck where you walked. He literally follows you to wherever you go on the deck of the ship, and he's just swabbing along after you walk.
That's okay.
I love that Mickey just went like, "Hi, you must be thick. Fuck, thick. Fuck."
Pretty much.
Can I get some breast milk? Fuck, breast milk.
He stopped. What are you doing? I love that video. Anyway.
Oh yeah, it's a great video. But no, yeah, he is 12 years old, full of hormones, and has no game.
Yeah.
That's why I love him. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean...
Hey, I gotta give the kid credit. He's got more game than I do.
I mean, that's not hard, Vex. A rock has more game than you do.
Oh,
Nah, come on.
true. That's not true.
That's not true.
Vex at least talks to girls sometimes.
Sometimes. I mean...
Plus Vex is most likely bi.
Well, there you go.
Vex at least have like 2 or 3 people interested in what he's hiding on his pouch.
It's lovely, by the way.
Honest,
still
we need to
don't know.
find out. Does he have 2
We
penises?
still
One
don't
penis?
know.
We don't know.
Out of character, we know 2.
Out of character, we know
Out of
he has 2. But I want to point out, Cell has put 2 gold down.
Out of character, you don't know shit! I have not mentioned either! Don't be putting words in my mouth!
I was gonna say that even out of character, you have no idea. Because he hasn't made mention
so
of it out of
much.
character.
This is an in-game bet that is slowly becoming an out-of-game bet.
Well, I'm gonna let you know. Out of game, I definitely know it's 2 dicks.
What are the odds? Is it 2 to 1?
We're not.
against?
No.
We're not going into
No,
the
we're not
logistics
gambling.
of dick
No,
bets.
it's just even.
Hold
It's
up,
only
I feel like I can win here.
gambling's only legal in the state that Laura and I live in, so no gambling.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's
Yeah.
legal in other places.
Where?
What does I know?
Anyway,
Louisiana for one,
Niefta,
and Virginia in certain places. Yeah.
Niefta, where do you go after you've impressed Mickey?
Where do I go? Not sure what I want to do. I mean, I have a book on me, so maybe I want to go on my cabin and secure that.
Okay. You can go to your cabin. You can even read it in your cabin if you so desired.
Yeah, I could just, take a look because I just came back. I don't know what's the next move of the crew. I kind of want to find out and then be able to, to organize my time and see if I can give myself some time to read the book, actually.
Fair enough.
Or not, or maybe I don't know, Captain Sailbomba has some plans for me.
Well, in the meantime, it is technically shore leave, so your time is kind of yours to do as you would like, and so
Exactly.
so there's no urgency to do anything. However, if you wanted to just spend time reading the book for now until Cell returns to the ship, then you certainly may.
On the other hand, I also don't want to miss lunch.
I mean, it'd be like a late supper at this point, but I mean,
Okay.
hey, you
Yeah,
can
it's
read
late. It's nice.
can walk and read the book at the same time. No troubles there.
We honestly
Yeah,
need it. We need
I
it cooked so bad.
Just don't want other people nosing on it
I'm cooking.
because of the way I
And-
got it.
Fair enough.
I made dinner. I made supper, guys.
Hey, good supper.
Beans.
Beans.
Reeve, you are in the kitchen when Cade and Thok both walk in. Cade, oh hey there, fish boy.
Hi.
I'm scared.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Do I have any rations left?
So
It might taste better.
wow.
I'm making supper.
Oh, you cook?
No,
Don't call him that.
Then how are you making supper?
I don't know. All I know is that you put food into a pot, and then the pot sets on fire, and it cooks stuff. I've seen it happen.
You just set the pot on
that's
fire.
that's called cooking.
Yeah, so I'm cooking.
You said you didn't know how to cook.
That's right.
So how are you gonna set the pot on fire without
I
destroying
pressed
the
this
pot?
button.
Oh boy.
It's not that advanced.
I bet.
There's a button on our ship that sets things on fire?
Yeah,
The only
actually,
buttons I know
Kate
we
actually
have
like leans in, like
are
you know,
belly buttons.
like leans in and like looks around for a button, and he's like,
Huh?
"You mean this?" And he presses on what is a circular knob handle for a cabinet. You press this?
Yeah.
Oh,
I did.
that's not what it does.
Oh.
He just wraps his fingers around it and pulls, and there's a drawer.
Oh my goodness.
And then he pushes it back in.
No.
Do you want some help?
Worse.
I mean, I've also been using a bit of magic to, make the pot burn a little. That's why it's kind of black, and it's supposed to be like a steel color.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking. Do you want some help?
If you know how to cook and maybe teach me a little, I'd appreciate it. Our ship's been needing a cook, and I want to be helpful. So I've been feeling like I haven't been very helpful.
Where's Sanji when you need him?
Kid.
Feel that.
Kid, you've been plenty helpful because here's what you're gonna do. And he actually like reaches up and like grabs your wrist because that's as high as he can reach. He's like, "You're what we call undersea exploration."
Yeah?
You've got these things, and he actually like pulls you down a bit and like rubs at your neck where the gills are. See, you got those things. I ain't got those things, and he like rubs his neck. Doc ain't got those things, and Doc actually grabs your wrist and like rubs it against his neck.
I like how he's just like being ragdoll around the place.
I've got a knife. I can change that.
But see, we can't breathe underwater, so when it comes time to going swimming and in the dark and going to get the good treasure at the bottom of the ocean, that's your job. That's what you do.
Neither of them have dark vision.
You're what we
I
call
have
our
dark vision.
specialist.
It's them.
Now,
Yeah, but Kate doesn't because he's just a halfling.
yeah, Kate does not.
Neither does Thok. Thok, half-orcs don't have dark vision.
They do. Actually.
Since when?
Since every time. Anyway. Since the beginning of time on 5th edition. Anyway.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Last time
Look, I
I
don't-
went,
Look, I've
last
never
time
done an
I've
orc.
ever
okay?
been swimming and stuff was like before I met Xavier, so it was a lot of years ago. So I get excited when I get to be in the water.
See? Do us all a favor. Don't be in the water here. It's
Well,
not.
I already was. I caught these things. And Reeve pulls up like 3 giant ass salmon.
I mean, hey, good catch.
Yeah. And I think that if Reeve goes some more in the water when you were there, when the child was telling us about the giant fuck-off shark.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Ooh, that sounds yummy.
yeah, don't do it. It ain't worth it. Anyway.
Oh, I already did though.
Yeah, you got lucky. People get lucky from time to time. But anyway.
Oh, I remember them talking about a
Deep terror shark.
fuck-up shark. Fuck-up shark. Yes, that thingy. I think I saw it, but I'm not sure. I kind of wanted to beat it up. It looked yummy. It didn't look that big compared to most things I've seen. Have you seen blue whales? They're like this big.
Yeah, but blue
They
whales
just
don't
go,
eat people.
well, you'd be surprised.
Not normally.
Voice drops completely. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, anyway. So just be careful, alright? You don't want to lose our specialist now.
Huh? I'm not used to being called a specialist. I'm just used to be calling Xavier's little right-hand man.
I mean, at least you're not his left-hand man. Anyway, and he climbs the sink. Rather, he climbs the cabinets, and as he does, he is now on top of the counter, and oh, aside from burning the pot, you actually didn't do too bad so far. But here, and he walks over to where there's a stone, one of those stone fireplaces. Hey, Doc, make sure there's enough coal in there. Doc just pulls open a metal hatch.
I get to learn how to cook.
Alright, cool. So here's what you do. When you got the coal in the place there, you see this little hole here? You actually, this is where you light it from. You put a little bit of this oil, and you just he takes a nearby lantern, just pours a little bit of the oil in there, hangs it back up. And he takes some of the oil spilled on his hands, so he slicks his hair back with it. This is how you get the good look. Anyway.
Oh.
He then,
poor Reeve. His hair's so fucking... We don't know where his hair is.
He then takes
saltwater damage ain't no joke.
And rubs it between his fingers, and then just pulls a match, strikes it on his cheek, lights it, and drops it down the little hole. And as soon as he does, you can actually hear it inside, and you watch as there's a little bit of red light coming out of that hole on top. See this right here? This means it's lit. And so it means that this spot, and he points to this metal plate, this is going to get hot, and this is going to get hot quick. So, don't be standing on it, or put your fins on it, because fire burns. And you just...
I know that.
He moves the pot, because the pot's like half his size. He just moves the pot onto the stove. There you go. And see, now what's going to happen is the heat is going to go into the pot, and the pot is going to heat up whatever's inside here and cook it so that the rest of us can eat it. Because you can eat things raw, but I can't. And what you got in here anyway? Just the fish?
So inside of there, he kind of... So there's a bunch of, of the tiny potatoes and turnips and tomatoes and just a whole ass fish in there.
I appreciate the dedication to your art. He says, let me just do one little thing. He pulls out, he actually pulls out the tomatoes, takes the greens off of them really quick, throws those away, takes the potatoes out and, really quickly inspecting any of them for the tubes. If he has, he just breaks them off and throws them out. And then he looks at the fish. Now, this actually ain't bad. If you put the whole fish in there and you cook it in, it'll actually fall off as it's cooking. It's pretty delicious. And then you pull out a clean skeleton, so long as you don't mess with it too much. But, hey,
I like the skeleton part.
Hey, Doc, go get me some seawater and some regular water. Well, why you need both? Because I do. Just get it. Stop asking me questions. Okay.
Because I do.
Okay.
It's the way you said it.
And Thok brings back a pail of water and a half pail of seawater. Thanks. Asking me questions. Where do you get off? And he pours in the seawater first, and then the rest of the regular water. Now, the reason you do a little bit of seawater is because you need the salt. See, seawater has a lot of goodness in it, but you can't drink. Exactly. But you can't drink it straight, otherwise you'll go crazy.
I mean, they could also taste like shit in general, because, there's a lot of shit in the water.
Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that immaterial
stuff,
voice.
You clearly haven't. You clearly haven't swallowed seawater.
I accidentally have when I on the character I have, and technically Reeve does too.
Anyway,
but Reeve's okay.
So you do this thing called boiling, and once it boils, it's gonna create this delicious soup, and that's what we's having. We's having fish soup.
Yeah.
I
think someone's called it shooter.
No, if you want to make chowder, it's a very different recipe. You use milk. You don't use water for chowder. Any chowder head who makes chowder with water, you throw them over the ocean into the ocean. Got it?
Oh, usually I was told I'm allowed to eat those people.
Exactly. You can eat anyone who makes chowder with water.
Okay.
Oh
This
no!
This is gonna be chowder.
In fact, you should be eating anyone who makes chowder with milk either. It's supposed to be made with cream more than it is with milk.
Cream, milk,
Anyway.
I saw that eye roll. But this was gonna be chowder and you put water in it. And I don't want to eat you because you and...
No, see, you ain't make chowder. You just put things in a bowl.
Oh.
You haven't made anything yet. At the end is when you've considered you made something.
Oh, okay.
See, that's the beauty of cooking. It's at the end. That's what matters. And then sometimes you don't even call it soup or chowder. You just call it slop. Come get your slop.
Made another crane. One crane this time.
Jesus.
So you don't see this. Above me, I just have a whole collection of cranes I've been making out of lollipop wrappers.
Okay.
No, here's a handful. There you go.
But he jumps across the metal plate in the ship, and you realize that this cooking apparatus is actually made of stone, and it's used to keep the wood from either side from burning.
Oh.
And so he jumps across and he reaches into another cabinet. Hey, here we go. There's some spices here, and we hook them up. We put them in there. And after it's about this time that you wander in reading your book.
Okay.
And you see
I'm learning how to cook. I'm learning how to make slop.
Glop. Oh, wow, phenomenal. It's good that you're learning. Yeah.
Look, you're learning too.
Can I help? Would you like me to give you a hand?
Oh, but it looks like you're with the... Oh, White's in the Screamo chat. Okay. Looks like that you're learning, though, with a book. That looks complicated.
Oh, yeah.
I learned that word yesterday.
Well, most of the books that I've been reading are basically cooking books. It's just that you don't cook for food. You cook other kind of things.
Like what?
Like, well, let's say that you're trying to cook objects and magic.
Oh, I know how to do that. I can make my magical boat.
Yes, when you learn how to write.
Feel like that was in...
It's a process.
Sit. In steel. In slit. In... Unsilt.
What?
He's trying to say insult, but he's being Reeve.
Yeah, I know, that was Cade. What?
Literally just speak
okay.
Literally just speak any of Reeve's actual languages and you'll get it.
Anyway.
Oh, that's fine. You just let me see. And I go and I approach to the pot and go like... Okay. We need some spices. Do we have any spices here?
Oh,
Cade is actually Cade is holding them in his hands. Yeah, that's what I figured. And he hands them to you.
Yeah. All right then. Let me see.
The spices you have, while not numerous, are plenty.
There you go. I love how we all did that.
She is salt bay. Anyway.
So is screaming Cell is screaming internally.
Yes. When you
And
just
doesn't know why.
one thing, sometimes that tastes like the flavor is lost in the water. But if you have some other stuff, you can make a wholesome of flavors that are like way more enjoyable. And that enhances also the taste of the meat.
I don't know half of what you just said.
Oh, that's alright. You're learning. You see, like, if you try this like as it is right now, it tastes like water and fish. But
We've got tomatoes and potatoes in it.
Give it a second. This has to cook and release its flavors in the water. So when you try the water, it's going to taste like everything, and it's not going to be just fish and water, if you know what I mean. Also, these
Doc is
little
shaking
things
his
here,
head.
they might look tiny, and they have like little smell or flavor, but if you crush them first and then you put them in the water, it's going to release big flavor.
Don't know what you're holding. What's your character hold? Oh, pepper.
Peppers.
Reeve's gonna take one of them and is gonna look at it.
Joke's on you.
Yeah.
Flavor is based on scent. It's not based on.
Yes, your olfactory senses are connected. And if you lose your sense of smell, you're going to lose your sense of taste.
Not entirely.
Yeah,
There's
up to
different.
40% of your
tastes
olfactory
you can't.
senses is contributed to your taste buds.
Yeah.
At any rate.
But you don't know that.
So yeah, Reeve grabs like one of the peppercorns and just is like,
I don't know.
Yeah. If
Cooking's
you
a bitch,
just
that's all
take
I
it
gotta
like
know.
Not
that, it
doing
doesn't
good.
taste like much, but once you bite it, it releases all its flavors. So if you don't bite it, it doesn't taste like anything, but if you do, you cry. Yeah, I see you. No worries, and the soup is gonna taste great because you're just putting a little bit.
I don't like this.
Stop putting random things in your mouth. Jeez.
Yeah. You sound like you lost a ring or something.
I feel like at this point, if Cell walked down the stairs, would have walked back up the stairs and back out to the bar.
So actually, hilariously, you and Xavier are walking up the gangplank at about this time.
Oh no!
And about this time, you do smell something cooking. Something is cooking. However,
Does it smell good? Does it smell? It smells like
okay.
fish. It smells like
Smells like
fish.
water
doesn't
and
it?
fish with a little pepper.
also a
I
little
just look around-
paprika and a little other
Yeah.
ingredients, but it
I-
actually
you
I
is
just look-
coming together.
tomatoes.
Why would you use?
Italian
Oh
herbs.
man, this is automatically a sin. You don't use that.
Okay, anyway, you're not there.
I am here.
Yeah, you're not in the kitchen.
Yeah,
But Xavier just goes. I look around the deck. Reeve is nowhere. I assume Reeve is by the kitchen. Immediately go into cabin.
So actually, as you
I thought
head
you just did
towards,
because you smell fish and you don't see Reeve that they're cooking Reeve. I'm surprised that wasn't what you first thought.
they're not
No,
cannibals.
first of all, it's not the first thing I thought, because if someone was trying to cook you, they'd probably be missing pieces of skin by now.
I can eat their eyeballs, right?
I mean, fish eyes are a delicacy. But anyway,
They are. They have lots of vitamin K
they-
in them, which is very rare.
Fish eyes taste like. They don't taste. They feel like grapes. But yeah.
In a cabin. Yeah, just check on the
however,
kids.
Xavier and Cell, as you guys move towards the stairs leading down, Cell, your cabin door actually opens.
Okay.
And you see,
Oh.
well, Xavier, you see the girl you escorted here, and she's like, this elf guy's awake.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's important.
So, let's go. Fuck.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and I go up. Oh, by the way, can I have the trench coat back?
Me?
No, I'm talking to the girl. Can I get my trench coat back, please?
Hey.
Cell administers an extremely loud whistle.
You all hear it in the kitchen. Kate is kind of, well, you go see what the captain wants. I'm busy. I'm cooking.
Oh,
Cooking.
are you sure that? Is there anything else that I can learn from it?
Not tonight.
Or are we? Oh, can you show me how to cook more?
Of course. I ain't much for cooking myself, but I'll show you what I know.
He looks to the two like big ass salmon that are on the counter, and he's like, "Where do I put those?"
Dry age them. Smoke them. Do
Doc
something.
will take care of it.
You sure? Okay. Thank you.
Doc just nods. He picks up the salmon and goes to work with them. And so Niafta, Reeve, you guys are able to get on the deck, and Cell is there.
All right.
I mean,
Stella
I mean
gestures.
schlop.
I
Aye,
gesture
Captain.
to the captain's quarters, and I'm like, okay, everybody in.
What the fuck
I
happened with my
do I
camera?
notice about the So hold up. The cabin boy is still mopping the deck, right, or swabbing the deck, right?
Yep, still
Mhm.
schwabbing.
I'm like, keep up the good work. Maybe you won't have to do this anymore.
Oh, don't start.
What do you mean?
Nah, don't worry about it. Just work hard.
You're a dick.
Hmm.
Keep working, Mick. You're doing right.
Oh.
That's what I said. I was giving him hope for a better job than just swabbing some decks.
Yeah, the thing is, it sounded really fucking ominous.
My bad. I'm sorry. Is it the horns? Is it really the horns?
Oh,
No,
you
it
just
was the way
sounded
you
like you
said
were
it.
gonna kill him.
Yeah, it was the way you said it. Anyway.
Look, does it
To
look
the-
like I
to
can
the
kill
cabin.
you as, like, hold up, how tall is Nick?
Poor Shell as he's talking.
Shorter than you.
Is he actually shorter than 5 foot tall?
Yes.
Okay. I don't look imposing. That's the idea.
You want a beer? He's 12!
I don't know what to do with him. But
Skell's just straight up like, I don't know. I've never met a kid before.
Never met a kid before.
Yeah, I'm a pretty close shot to it.
As Cell's talking, I just both hands start pushing him.
Hi, I'm the captain. Nice to meet you. As I take my hat off and tip it to him and put it back on as I start, like, scooting over towards the...
nice to meet you, Captain. I'll keep working hard. He says, looking terrified.
Good, Mickey.
Thanks. And as you enter your cabin and let everyone who is there enter as well, you
Two love doves in there.
Huh?
Are the two love doves in there?
They are.
They are.
Now to find out if they're frick-fracking.
First off, I point, I do the whole, index finger, pinky finger to both of them, like, hey, no fucking in my house, okay?
This isn't a house, it's a ship.
This room's my house.
They both kind of look to Xavier.
Ignore him.
I've heard all about you guys.
I mean,
And
yeah.
by all about you guys, I mean none about you guys. As I take another swig of the... I finish the glass, I put it on the stand, and I start pouring another...
Well, this is Lucida, and I'm Hawkins. Nice to meet you.
Well, it's nice to meet you too. As I like kind of like shoulder off
You see the elf, however.
Xavier, and hold a hand out to both of them. Like, nice to meet you guys.
They shake your
You
hand.
plan on staying on? I just go, plan on staying on for a while?
Until we can get out of port and to a different port, wherever that is.
Well, as long as that takes, correct?
I mean, yeah, but we'd like to get away soon.
Sooner rather than later is always better. As I turn over and completely ignore them at this point, I turn around.
Hey,
Right.
You're finally awake!
And you actually see the elf is kind of just like, his eyes are open
I was
and
gonna
he's...
pull that. You can't take my joke, White. God damn it.
That's the most upset I've heard you all day.
Probably most upset you've heard me ever.
Probably, yeah. You stole my joke, White. You.
The man in question is awake. He is laying down in the bed and his eyes are open. He is constantly glancing over at the lot of you, but he hasn't moved his head. You can tell he's not... He's awake and he's conscious, but 100% he's not.
I gesture over to Niefta. Hey, can you check him for me real quick?
Of course.
Medicine check.
Yeah. Do I have it to roll? Am I?
Yeah, roll.
character sheet?
Yes.
It's listed under
You
your
should-
abilities.
As a bard, you should
Okay.
have proficiency automatically, but I think we named you as the medic anyway, so...
Yeah. So that's gonna be my core, and that's where.
Medicine.
Medicine, it's under your abilities. There you go.
Yeah.
So, from what you can... skills, rather. So what you can see, he's not injured anymore. Like, his injuries haven't reopened. He's not bleeding anywhere. Probably still... He does look like he got his bell rung pretty good. He does look kind of, shaken up. But, I mean, he, for the most part, seems to be pretty okay.
Can I feel his temperature?
Niafta can actually feel that, and he's not running a temperature.
Yeah.
He's not running a temperature.
No.
No.
So how you feeling, mate?
How does the back of his, like where the base of his head is? Rough.
He
No,
seems...
nothing weird.
No, nothing weird.
Can I have some water in my cabin, correct?
Yeah, you have water in your cabin.
I'm gonna form a little bit into like a little, like, cup it into my hand with shape water and freeze it, and then lift his head up and put it right to the back of his head to try and shock him.
He just...
Like his senses a little bit.
He kind of waves you off a bit. What? Oh, my head. What? Where am I?
First off, let's start with...
quarters.
First off, let's start with you are safe.
Right. Okay. And where am I?
What was the name of the port again? Oh,
Port Zavo.
Zavo.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
I don't want to mess it up.
Captain's quarters of a ship.
We're in the captain's quarters of Vessie's Mercy.
Vessie doesn't have mercy. He says, as if this is a common phrase.
This fucker has a sick sense of humor.
I kind of love it.
Yes, I do.
Anyway, how you feeling?
We are in Port Zavo. We called for a couple doctors to help you out. And it looks like you're going to be pulling through.
I think.
Don't worry, we have what you have saved from your ship in the hold.
Wasn't my ship. Wasn't what I saved.
When we found you, you were hauling 10 casks of rum.
Yeah, wasn't mine. I found it
I thought
floating.
it was 9.
Oh.
Was it your ship?
I sailed, drifted, and there was another shipwreck 2 days later. Something or other. I don't remember. But there was another shipwreck. I rowed to it, lost one of my oars to a shark. Or did I? Or was that a dream?
Hey, look, if you're not feeling well right now, I need you to rest.
What happened? Wait, there's a kraken! And he shoots up, and you have to move out of the way as he surges up. Oh!
Yeah, you did mention that when you were you did mention that little tentacle thing when you were drifting in and out.
Yeah, there's a kraken. It's somewhere in the waters. You can't. Oh, sick. And he lays back down.
Right.
This is why we said you need to rest a little bit more before you recall anything to us. Fix it out in your own brain. Figure something out. We'll talk to you in the morning. Does that sound okay? Do you need anything?
Water.
Absolutely.
Salt water or fresh water?
Fresh water. The salt water tastes like shit.
He looks at you. He then actually looks at you, and you have to... There was something... It was one of you, and he points at you. I seen them in the water. I don't... Might have been a fish or some animal, but I could have sworn it was one of yous. I don't know. Head hurts. Headed that way. And he kind of points to the east-ish, like northeast-ish.
I don't trust that he knows where he's pointing.
That's just
Yes,
the
that's
general
what I hear.
direction. She knows where he's pointing.
Oh.
Swim off that way.
Listen, we're gonna serve supper soon. Maybe you'd be more incorporated in your senses after supper.
Oh, I don't think I could eat anything heavy. Or much
Oh,
anything.
it's okay. It's just soup.
I go, hold up. And I grab one of the blood oranges that was soaked in the booze. And then I hand him some water. I'm like, cool, here's some water. Here's some fruit. It is soaked a little bit in booze.
He actually kind of like struggles to sit up. He takes the water and does just gulp it straight down.
Can someone get me some more water? Because that's all I had.
Yeah. I toss you my water skin, and I'm leaning like by the bed, but leaning against the wall. I do have one question, mate.
Huh?
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, sorry. A name, Carrick Sillereth, formerly of the Silver Tree Trading Fleet. Specifically the Silver Mist. Captain was Captain Silver Mist. And he kind of lets the salute
Come
fall
on.
as he just...
So sorry, what you guys said? My video completely froze.
No worries.
Derek.
I'll put
Last
his-
name?
He's a part of the Silver Mist, which is a part of the House Silver Tree.
So give me a second. It's in the Roll20 chat.
Oh gosh.
Eric Sithith, crew of the Silver Mist, under Captain Silver Mist, part of the Silver Tree Trade Fleet. Okay.
I just go, look, you need to drink some more water. You need to rest. You need to recuperate.
I don't know who those barrels belong to. I carved the dates. I was on the ocean on one of them, or the days, and he kind of holds up like he does the tally marking.
Yeah.
We noticed. Did we notice? I think there was markings on it. No?
We just
So,
took the barrels.
You,
I did
you
inspect
noticed
them.
the marking. You noticed the marking on the barrels was of the Kawani trade. Give me 1 second. The Kawani
Because I
trading
know where it
house.
was. Right.
But you didn't see any tally markings that he's talking about. But you also haven't inspected the barrels that carefully.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
just straight up go, look, we're going to be asking you a lot of questions tomorrow. I need you to rest, recuperate, and remember all that you have seen and experienced.
Kraken. He nods.
We do know, we've figured that out. At some point,
Yeah.
we'll get to it.
All right.
Just know, you're at a port, you're safe.
What port?
oh, it's Zava. We
Zava.
already went
There's
through
Zava,
this.
right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I forget.
It's alright, mate.
Like I said, you're a little jostled. We get it.
Oh shit. Oh, we are so screwed. Oh, Well, I guess he can't kill us if the ship went down.
Hey, look, think of it this way, right? You won't be screwed by the time it hits morning. So you can tell us all about it.
He
And you wake up.
actually looks to you, Niafta. Miss, I need garlic.
Garlic.
As much
Do you
as you have. And cloves, not the already cut up stuff.
Why?
Well, because there's going to be a vampire after me.
Oh, Captain
Why?
Silvermist is a vampire.
No. The guy we were sailing to is a vampire, or at least that's the rumors.
Garlic won't help
And
you
you
against
and you say
vampires.
that he's
Everyone
coming after
knows
you.
Well, if I'm the only one left, then yeah, he'll want to know what happened to the ship, and he's not exactly what anyone would call a kind person.
Give him
I'll figure out to how
him
to
a thing.
find some of that.
Give him a cluster of dried garlic. I turned to him. Garlic does not save you against vampires. Everyone knows.
Yeah, what you do is you put salt in front of your door, and what they do is they spend all night trying to count each little grain, and then by morning comes, they're like, shit, I can't go in there now. So they leave.
Don't they also have to ask to go on to any homestead as well? Like, you're safe. You are fine. If it helps you, you can cuddle a cluster of dried garlic.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, Carrick.
Yeah.
You're a hot mess of trouble. But
Tell me about it.
Hey, look, we already spent, like, way more money than what we would have gotten from the
do
10
not fucking
clusters
best
of
it.
ram.
No,
Oh,
actually.
by the way,
that rum's good shit. It's worth a bit.
I literally point to the receipt on the table of the cleric. I'm like, oh, by the way, I had them write out a receipt and everything. That's what was spent. The portion that's over there was personal. If you want to file that, you can. I don't think you care, but if you do, there it is.
He kind of like looks at himself. I don't have coin. I'm sorry.
Not you. I'm not worried about you right now.
I'm
worried about-
counted.
What I'm worried about is that you're safe. I need you to be safe, and I need you to give me as much information as you have, because it looks like we're in a lot more trouble than just picking up some stranger.
Well,
Anyway, with this bit of news, I got some work to do. I immediately leave, go to my workstation, and immediately start smelting silver.
Yeah.
I go and join Xavier, because I want to make arrows with silver tips on them.
During this time, I'm like, do be safe. If you need anything, like more water or anything, these are my quarters. And I point over to the hammock that's hanging on the other side of the room. That is the bed.
yeah, I'm kind of comfy right here.
I noticed. Just holler at me if you need me.
I don't think he'd be very comfy if he knew what happened in that bed.
A bed's
What
a
he doesn't
bed.
know doesn't hurt him.
Hey, look, a bed. All I'm gonna say is a bed's a bed's a bed's a bed. If you don't know, it don't matter.
When was the last time you cleaned them sheets?
I think that I removed those sheets and reapplied
Yeah.
new sheets.
Yeah.
That was the first business. I think I burned
I'm
those
curious,
sheets.
what happened in that bed?
It's the same bed. The sheets have probably been either burned or tossed.
Yeah.
Let's just say you don't want to know. You
Duke,
really don't
Dude,
want to
If you
know.
don't recall, then you don't want to know.
this was Captain Taggart's ship, where he held Miss Mags.
Oh, I see.
Not so pleasant things might have happened.
Anyway, moving on.
Probably a lot of bloodstains on the mattress, too.
Probably.
That's
That's
why we
Edinburgh.
removed the sheet. That's why we removed
Yeah.
the sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're wasting too much time on sheets. Anyway,
I wanna do like a small moment as like Reeve and Xavier like doing silver stuff. He's just like, hey, Xavier, is there really a vampire on a weird remote island?
I have no fucking idea. And by the way, out of character, I have no idea how to make silver arrows. That's on you.
Figured he was doing it. It just makes it
But you're not. But the thing is, you're not using my silver. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I mean, he has his own silver he can melt down.
Okay. But I bought, I bought specifically silver raw
Yeah.
to melt.
I mean,
I'm not sure if my dagger is made of silver though.
I want
you
to point out that vampires in D&D
that.
aren't affected by silver the same way that other things are. I think silver
fucking
things
know.
are affected
I don't
by...
fucking know that.
It's affected by demon shit. Like, look, okay, vampires are an enigma, okay?
Yeah, not a lot of people know a lot about vampires. That's why
half of it's fake. The other half is also fake.
Yeah, that's kind of why it works for vampires that way.
It sucks.
Because nobody really encounters vampires, and despite the fact that these worlds are kooky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but Xavier knows enough superstition that I have silver. I'ma use it.
Silver might work.
The thing is, Cell don't know, Xavier don't know. Period. I'm doing it just in case.
Cell already thinks that vampires don't exist. They think everything else exists. Vampires don't.
It's a type of fish called a vampire fish, and they actually have little holes in their jaw because their teeth are so big that the little tusks have to go into their jaw just for them to close it.
Start droning out, breathe. Thrown out.
During this time I turn to Xavier and I'm like, we will need the snake tomorrow. This is getting relatively serious, and I think he needs to know what is going on. Or rather, not only does he need to know, he probably will want to know what's going on.
Yeah, I'll fucking get him. You fucking need to stay on the ship to protect the man.
Hold up. We need to get him.
So
look, we have 8 men guarding this dude. One more won't change anything.
So I know you don't fucking trust me, that's why you want to go. But they need your magic.
Hey, look,
more
I
than
trust
they need
you.
my gun.
Look, I trust you just as much as I trust myself.
Which is fuck all!
There you go. Don't say it too loud. People will actually get upset.
Right, but they need your magic more than they need me. So, I'll go fucking get him.
Look, we can go. It won't be more than an hour at best. We know his last name. We can get his residence. It's not that bad. Well, do you remember his last name?
Yeah, I do. I have the fucking paperwork.
Oh, do you? No, yeah. I know it off the top of my head. Do you know it without getting the paperwork?
I don't. Not even opening the book is fucking Wake Walker. Now, fuck.
Oh, fuck you.
What is this passive-aggressive one-upman?
Yeah, why?
Anyway.
I don't know any of this. All I know is that I'm listening in
Look,
on
will you two
because
just
you're
pull
right
out the
next to
measuring
me.
tape and get it over with, please?
Only a measuring tape?
Only if you pull out yours first.
The thing is, Xavier's trying to make the guy stay just to be safe. He's dick measuring. I'm just telling him to fuck off.
No, the point is, I am going. There's no reason for me to actually stay here with my ship, right?
There actually is.
You want me to tag along?
No.
No, at best we need you here.
Again, that man needs protection in case he gets a little visit. At least he might have an arrow tipped. Welcome.
I get to be a guard fishy for Karik.
Don't shoot first. First ask questions. But anyway.
Can I ask questions while shooting?
No. Ask questions first. So the thing is,
Actually,
Hold up.
If
Hold
you're gonna shoot first, aim for the legs.
Hold up.
Usually what
Time
I
out.
do is I aim for the kidney.
Still actually holds like the whole like hand straight up, hand to the side, like time out. Pee with their hands. Time out. Hold up. First off, there's plenty of people with magic on the ship that aren't me. Second, we have someone with silvered arrow tips over here who can take my bed for the night. I don't care. I can sleep at the desk. First thing in the morning, we can go up and grab him.
Oh, yeah,
First
and I forget because we're in the lower deck now, as I am smelting in my workshop, my quote unquote workshop. It's ragtag. I just with the butt of my gun on top. Okay, it's the same to get a fucking hammock down here.
Who does what now?
I know. I just shout up for them to hear, from down below because I think we established my workshop is right below the captain's quarters.
Well, you actually watch as Cade like pokes his head in. Who does the what now? What are you yelling? What?
There's two kids that we're transporting.
Yeah, what about them?
I'm just telling them to get a place to sleep down here.
Oh, yeah. Well, shut up! I'm trying to cook in here.
How's it looking
What?
so far?
I'm trying to bullet in here. What the fuck? What's your point?
Shut up about it!
Cade's actual name is Walter White.
Sal straight up pours more booze into the glass, hands it to Xavier, and just says, "Look, I'm going, and you can't stop me.
Gets killed. It's on you. Anyway, good night.
If he gets killed, it's on me."
I'm sleeping with him, right? Or is that's not the right word to use.
After
You're
you're done
sleeping
smelting
next to
this
him.
shit, this shit, there's a hammock, which is my hammock over there. I'll be sleeping at my desk, my seat. I don't care. I've slept in worse places.
Love him a broadside view of your roots there, Laura.
Actually, that's pretty clean. How did you actually get those?
Very clean part.
Is it that part's actually pretty solid?
Yeah,
I'll ask later.
But basically, Xavier's gonna spend quote unquote half a day work 4 hours making 20 silver bullets.
Fair enough.
Could I ask for a small favor for you, Sal?
Sure. What is it?
Can you wash your hammock before I sleep in it?
Why?
I don't know.
I think it's a reasonable request.
You
I think it's a reasonable request. You don't need to ask why.
Grab a couple buckets of water. Myself and seawater because I don't not using clean water, and I'm just gonna drop them below there.
Afraid it's gonna turn brown if you
use control water. No, in clean water, I'm afraid I don't care enough because
hammocks are cheap.
Yeah, hammocks are cheap. But
I immediately put it below, and then I use control water to soak it, rinse it out, and wring it, and let it drop to the bottom, right below deck.
Fair enough.
You fucking dick.
It's not below you. I already double checked. You're on the other side.
Okay.
You're underneath the bed. You're underneath the bed.
Okay.
You're on the left side. I know.
But yeah, after that, we go to sleep.
We go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm okay with taking a level of exhaustion for sleeping in a chair.
Why?
Hmm?
You can find yourself to sleep. As you've said, you've slept in worse places. Now that's canon.
Reeve goes to Karek and is just like, I am your guard for the night.
You
Please don't be loud.
You are very loud and very enthusiastic.
Please shut up. As I'm in the chair.
Thank you.
I'm in the chair. I have my feet on the desk, just like, please be quiet.
I'm sleeping now.
Okay, you will be protected while you sleep.
Excellent.
Don't respond. Please don't respond.
He begins to. But everyone is able to take a night's rest.
Okay.
When the morning comes, Sel and Xavier are going to leave the ship to go find Valor. What are the other two of you doing?
I'm checking in with Karik.
He's asleep.
Okay. This is a really, I don't know if this counts as an older reference, but you know how like when Snoopy has like his little rifle and he's like trotting along, turns around, trots along, and he's just...
You're doing guard patrol movements, yeah, basically.
I'm like Snoopy.
Niafta,
Yes.
anything you're doing?
I am coming back with the garlic.
So you come back with the garlic and you put it...
He's sleeping. You can't go in there, he's sleeping.
Hold up, he didn't do that before the night?
I think we did that before he went to sleep.
Yeah. I think we came back with the garlic before he went to sleep.
I just like to imagine as Reeves doing his guard patrol movements, the cabin boys following along after mimicking him.
Aww.
With like the mob.
Actually, Actually, Mickey can be found sleeping in a hammock, and he's like half hanging out of it.
Yeah.
Like he's literally, his legs are like through the hammock, and so it's actually created this weird tension that's allowing him to like lay half inside, half outside.
Honestly, that's how I slept last night on my bed.
I got a question. Can we foresee the weather with his body positions?
No.
Look, he may be made of bones, but he's
no bones there.
There's other bits.
I mean, he has like no, he might not be made of bones because you don't know how he's doing that. Physics don't work there.
But yeah. So Niafta, what are you doing while we're gone?
I've laid in a hammock that way before. I know.
But yeah, no. So he was given his garlic the night before, and so
I like to imagine Niafta went to go to check, and Reeve stopped her, being like, "No, I'm watching him. It's my job. I'm on guard duty."
By the way, at this point, Cella's walked out the door, looked at Reeve, and just went, "Guard inside the cabin, not outside the cabin, please."
Right.
Inside. But yeah.
Gives a thumbs up, takes a swig of the rum and /sake mix that I now have. Corks it. Walks back in.
I didn't mean for Reeve to become a cinnamon roll.
Puts it at the bottom shelf desk and locks it.
Fair enough.
Liquor cabinet.
Liquor cabinet. Xavier, or not Xavier, Valor.
Mm-hmm.
You've been with your parents all yesterday, mostly. And then this morning you kind of wake up and you're stretching out, which is something for a snake. But
is it just completely horizontal?
Yeah.
No, he's like at a 45-degree angle. He's got to, try and stretch it out.
Pull on a Pythagorean theorem with my body.
He literally starts T-posing straight up and down.
Standing on the point of my tail is like.
Triangle tail.
Literally just starts T-posing from the point of his tail, a whole 20 feet up in the air.
Or a
arms
board.
outside, or arms out sideways.
Yeah.
Actually, saying that would be a full. Let's see here. I have it written down. 12 feet.
Yep.
It's taller than the room.
You are long boyo.
You have to stick out the side of the window, but you're used to it by now because that's what you've been doing your entire life.
Yeah, I just like to see my mother comes into the room. Do you still not sleep on the bed? Like, we got you a bed. I am the bed.
Actually, what she does is she just comes in, sees you like that, and she just shakes her head. Why? There's a bed. There's a bed, darling.
Wait.
Why you got
Yeah,
like that?
You got to do the disappointing Jersey accent there.
Look, I'll keep it real with you.
Be
I'm 12
unreasonable
feet long
with
now.
them.
I wasn't 12 feet long when I was a child. I am 12 feet long now. I have measured. How? I do not want to get into the details.
Oh, he's measured his legs. Okay.
The joke is that I'm not gonna make it.
She just shakes
Look,
her.
the amount of bandit feet that I had to actually measure myself with was insane.
I don't even want to ask.
I'm joking.
That's personal.
We've been over this. My sense of humor isn't the greatest.
It's
These
not
are
that
very
your sense of
understanding
humor
Jersey
isn't very
fans.
good. It's not that your sense of humor isn't very good. It's that your delivery needs some work. Now come along, Boobala. I got breakfast.
Oh, lovely. Breakfast.
And she guides you downstairs where your father is already gone. But you know that. He tends to leave for work fairly early.
Shit, he still works. I thought he was retired based on.
Well, he's
That's
retired
just
from
giving
one
them-
set of jobs. He does work, though. There's no actual retirement for people. They work until they die!
Yep.
That was a little intense. But you work until you're dead, comrade. And then you keep working, because this is Russia.
You
No, 'cause
work
this
until you're
is-
dead, comrade, and then Darth Babushka comes for you.
No, this is Orzov. You made the pact. You still work while you're undead.
Silos.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hey, Sensei's a halfling.
yes. Little tiny sensei is a halfling.
Okay.
But as you're sitting down eating dinner, you do notice one thing. You notice that there is a letter on the table, or rather on the edge of the counter there, and it is addressed to your dad, but it has a military seal on it.
What's that?
Oh, some letter for your father.
I'm curious. I am curious about what it says, but it is not addressed to me. I will respect his privacy and not read it.
I mean, what's there to respect? It's just a letter. You want to read it? Go ahead, read it. I ain't stopping you.
Out of character. Let's be honest. You want me to read that letter, don't you?
I really like his mom. I really like his mom.
I don't care.
I bet Xavier will too. I'm sorry.
I'll just respect his privacy. It's not
Stop
my
fucking
letter. I don't need to
mothers.
read it.
All right, then, don't read it. Who's
Mother's
saying
literally-
you have to read it? I ain't saying that. You don't want to
Yeah.
read the letter? You don't want
My,
to read the letter.
My
His
oath
voice is-
would disagree with my current decision.
Aren't you an oath breaker?
No, he's not. He's Oath
No.
of Discovery.
I'm
Oath of
joking.
discovery.
Which actually does lend
Discovery,
credence to...
meaning you wanna.
Yeah, I was going to say, it
what's in the
actually kind of works out that you'd want to read the letter, but, you know.
Yeah, because you don't want secrets because of the knowledge. Yeah.
Like, I want to read it, but it's not addressed to me, and I just know that if I read it and I find out something that I'm not going to like, that's going to just open up an entirely new pathway that we don't need to go on at this moment.
Hey, look, Vex, fuck around and find out.
It's like,
Yeah, fuck around, find out.
I want to commit mail fraud, but at the same time...
I might. It's the same thing as a porcupine. It's a fuck around and find out.
Hey.
Yep.
That being said,
You have no idea what's going on. So...
that being said, as we're eating, I kind of perk up and just like, I feel a disturbance in the force. I know they're coming.
There's a knock at the door.
She just...
while on the like midway to that side of town, I just go into an alley, and Cal comes out.
I look at him and I'm like, please stop being so shady. As much as I like this, as I gesture to all of them.
By the way, Cal, light leathers, very flamboyant cape, feathered hat, rapier on the side. Basically, he's looking like a fucking flamboyant swashbuckler.
Obviously, slightly more masculine than Sal.
Slightly more masculine. Yes.
It's not hard.
Sal walks right up. Sal walks right out.
Doesn't have the mascara. Doesn't have the mascara.
No, but he's got eyeliner, damn it. Let me tell you, that wing is strong.
Oh, yeah.
I walk right up to Cal, and I try to measure it.
Brother. Hello.
Are you taller than me?
1 inch taller.
I literally look at my lift. Not my heels, my lift. There's a difference. They're wider at the base.
Yeah, 1 inch taller than you.
Still 1 inch taller after the lift.
Still 1 inch taller. But yeah, I just excuse me, sir, to an old man on the street that's probably doing morning rounds.
Yes, sonny, what can I help you with?
Do you know where the Wake Walker residence is?
Oh, yes, she's such a lovely woman. She sewed up my wife's dress just the other day. You go down the street here, and you make a left, and then a right, and then 2 lefts and a right, and then you're there.
Thank you very much, sir. Have a good day.
If you've hit the ocean, you've gone too far.
If we've hit the ocean...
First laughter ensues.
Sal's like doing it on their... Sal's doing it on their hand and has already done it wrong, just like... someone who knows how to do navigator's tools, they do not know how...
Curse people in Jersey for being too kind.
The funny bit is, Sal knowing how to use navigator's tools is not getting the directions.
Yeah, follow the directions the old man gave to Valor's house.
You get to one point where we should be taking another left, then Sal's taking a right. Cal grabs them by the back.
By the ear, and just, this way.
You guys do eventually make it, and you see a little sign that you didn't notice, Valor. But there's a little sign on the gate. It says, Wake Walker Sewing.
Oh,
your own mom ratted you out.
Shit! I can get the hole in my hat.
You're on your hat.
I feel a disturbance in the force. Actually, but would I actually feel a quote-unquote disturbance?
Roll a perception check.
The thing you might notice is you look out.
I will do that.
You look out the window. There's 2 tieflings. Oh no!
During this time. I turn to Xavier, to Cal. Right? I go. Okay, so the story is,
It's an 18. I feel a disturbance in the force.
Yeah, you do.
I turn to Cal and I go, look, the story is, we need to find a good seamstress. I need to fix my hat, as I show the hole in my hat.
I know, I made that.
I know, and I'm very grateful.
But yes, I just...
That's the story, and then, oops, we need to talk about something.
Open the gate.
You hear the gate open. It's very rusty.
But yeah,
You kind of just, like, Valor's mother would just hear Valor hissing under his breath, almost holding back several cuss words.
She just looks at you. What the heck is wrong with you?
I'm just saying, I don't want to open the door in the next few seconds.
Well, you ain't
Some
gonna. I'm gonna
rom-com
open the door.
Cell knocks on the door lightly, just 3 knocks with a single knuckle.
And she walks over. I wonder who that could be. I don't have any clients picking anything up today, do I? And
She's
she's
the Vodari, and he's brought to you by live studio audience.
brought to you by a live studio audience. Don't you mean recorded in front of a live studio audience?
Sitcom season Vodari is recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Hey, it's just a pop-in, you know?
So,
morning, madam.
you actually see as she opens the door, and this beautiful Yuan-Ti woman opens the door. Yes, can I help you find, ladies?
I take off my hat and I'm like, thank you very much, but... My name is Sal Bamba. I am here because I heard that there was a decent seamstress. Fantastic.
Well, I would say a lot closer to fantastic than decent, dearie. But yeah, that's me.
I need to fix my hat. I peer into the door a little bit.
Oh. Valor's not hard to see. You can see him at the kitchen table.
Oh,
By the
Valor,
way,
what are you doing here?
You know the lean that he's doing, like the side.
It's
Cal's
like a
just
solid,
above.
45-degree angle. The side.
Okay,
like-
just above.
I know he's got an image on his face. I know out of character. I know Xavier has an image on his face, and considering the almost identicality
now,
between the two,
there's
would I be
now
able to
two
discern that
cells.
one of them is fake?
well,
I mean,
clearly
yeah.
there are 2 cells now.
Clearly,
As
there
we
are
like-
2 people who look eerily like Cell, may not be so. One of them definitely is. Of that, you're sure. The other one, I mean, it's kind of a fake, maybe. You're not actually sure.
Like,
So,
we
brother,
full-on Michael Jackson
So
lean into it.
Yeah. So, brother, is this fine young paladin you were talking to me about?
Yes, no, he's like... Oh, he's...
Both
He
of you,
helms the
both
ship.
of you roll a perception check real quick.
Can I,
Yeah.
please?
Nah,
Thank you.
You didn't see it. Xavier.
11.
You barely catch a slight from Mrs. Wakewalker as she hears brother. Remember, she
was
said,
like,
"What can I do for you, ladies?"
What
You
was
kind
her
of just
slight
see
what?
you kind of see like Valor is not giving them the time of day. He's not even acknowledging that they're there.
Valor! Oh, I didn't know this was your residence?
Well,
Hold up, are you Mrs. Wakewalker, the same seamstress that is on the sign right there?
I am, and Valor is my
Ah.
son.
See, he's my, he helms my ship.
Oh, this is your captain.
It's actually
Why
your
didn't you
bosun,
say
yeah.
so? And she grabs you both by your arms and drags you in. Come in, have a cup of coffee. I was just putting some on.
Oh, perfect. I haven't had coffee yet this morning.
She-
Mother,
I'm
this
quite
is why
tired.
I told you I didn't want to open the door.
She actually walks over to you, Valor, and I forget. Yeah, Valor has ears. She grabs your ear and she's like, "Why didn't you tell me your captain was coming over? That's incredibly rude. I don't have anything."
I didn't invite them over. You think I wanted them to come here? I specifically told them not to come over.
How rude! He's your captain.
There are several reasons why I did not want him to come over.
Oh, shush, Bubba. And she just...
Hold up, did she catch the him?
Well, she caught the him already from the brother comment. You just didn't see that. She just, walks away and begins to make a coffee. Sit down! Put your feet up! Go ahead!
I do not put your feet up on the table.
No, not on the table!
No,
I look over
not.
at Stella, I'm like, do not put your feet up on the table.
I already know not to put my feet up on the table. What do you think I'm a fucking barber?
Do not let me answer that question.
Rubs my face. Just
like with the ease of a gentleman.
Myself just
with the ease of a gentleman at a ball, Cal just walks up to Valor. Valor.
Cal. Oh, hold up, Valor. Do you remember Cal, my brother with an X?
I kind of look over into him. You're getting better with that.
You didn't know I could do this.
No, this is new.
This is completely new to you.
This is a new ability. He hasn't shown it.
I look over at him like, that's new.
Whatever you're saying is, I just visited my brother and I'm trying to meet his friend. I wink.
Absolutely.
I kind of look over with a very begrudging and gritted teeth look over at Sal. I could have sworn you said you were an only child.
No, I at least have two siblings, one sister. Well, two sisters. One older brother? One older sister, one older brother, one younger sister.
And,
at what point am I allowed to discern whether or not this is a ruse?
Go ahead and roll a insight check.
Not yet.
Yep. You're just like, okay.
Joke's on you. I
don't believe it, but I can't seem to find any fault in the logic.
Joke's on you. I only have one real sibling. You have to find out which one is real.
Clearly not the brother.
Oh. But he's right here.
But,
Could have sworn that was a woman.
I am rather masculine, thank you very much.
Rather.
Cell looks exasperated. I'm rather masculine, thank you very much.
Yes, you can roll a deception check there, Xavier. And as you guys sit down...
I'm assuming that Mrs. Wakewalker also hears me say...
Sorry, my internet just completely dropped.
I'm assuming that Mrs. Wakewalker hears.
She's
I'm rather
everything.
masculine, thank you very much.
Yeah, you don't see her. She's looking away from you guys as she's preparing coffee. And then she comes back.
Oh, don't work too hard, please. Let me help as I run over to try and help her brew some coffee.
As you do, she slaps at you. Absolutely not. You guest in my house and you'll sit down and you'll let me make the coffee. So
yes, ma'am.
The thing I was trying to ask before my internet just booted me out of the call.
Yeah.
Can I attempt to deceive? Because fuck it.
Yes. Deception.
Cell does indeed sit down and just goes. It isn't. I would love to help if anything I can do.
Apparently, Cell has a brother, and he's right here.
Yep.
I love that.
So you almost believe that you have a brother.
Wait a minute. I do.
I look over at Cell and I'm like, dude, just don't. You're never gonna try and win over a woman from Zabo.
It's not winning. It's not like that. It's first impressions are
brother,
important.
sit down. Relax. We're not here on business, are we?
The hat?
Yes, and the hat is a personal business. It has been shot through, madam.
Ah, well, being a sailor is a dangerous life. And she walks back with a pot of coffee and pours each of you a cup. I was telling Valor just the other day that I'm so worried about him being all on the ocean and having to go and do all them things. But I know he's a brave one.
Mom!
What?
I
I
wanna let you
worry. What a mother
I want
can
to let
worry.
you know. I want to let you know.
You
It's
can
always
worry all
me.
you want, just don't worry in front of these two buffoons.
I want to let you know, Miss Wakewalker, that it goes me before my crewmates. So.
Good. And then she leans.
Just considering how many times you've been shot.
She takes off your hat and
Shut
inspects
up.
it as she's finished pouring you a coffee, and then she grabs the back of your chair and leans in uncomfortably close. And if my little Vala doesn't come home, just know that you better not set foot in Zavo ever again, or it'll be the last thing you fucking do. And then she walks off. It'll take me just a couple of minutes for the hat. Go ahead and talk your business.
Oddly enough, Cell's not even phased, even the slightest. There is just a smile, they're actually glad that somebody cares about Valor.
As she walks away, they both notice that Cal is giving Valor's mom the damn look.
Yeah, Valor is looking at this like it's a regular occurrence.
Cell just goes, I'm glad somebody cares about him. More than me.
Mrs. Wakewalker, all sweetness until she bites you.
Yeah.
But she walks away and she's, waving your hat around her finger. I'll have it done in just a couple minutes, darling. Don't worry. In the meantime, talk your business and I'll go pretend like I don't hear nothing in my own house. With that Jewish.
I'm about to say you can do it. I'm about to say you can do it here if you want. I don't mind.
No. The sewing kit and everything's in the back anyway.
Did you want some company?
No, you're a business.
No.
And
just go accompany Mrs. Wakewalker. I
Valor,
have a few questions.
Valor, it's polite to offer company, even if it is as dismal as my own.
Leave my mother alone.
Need to be aggressive.
All right, you can. If you really need me to be here, Valor, so much while we talk business.
At this point,
I'd rather you here than anywhere near my mother.
What are you worried? I literally just go, what are you worried about?
You being in my house, for starters?
I was trying to get my hat done.
I'm just an unfortunate tag-along, and I give the brotherly smack on the arm.
I just go, it's not often you get to meet your brother in Port Zabo for absolutely no reason. Twin, no less.
Twin? By what, 3 years?
Look, just because he's taller than me doesn't mean shit.
Means he's
taller, more masculine, can easily put out more than you ever will.
Oh, wow. Getting roasted over here.
Mm-hmm.
The smirk drops, and then I start sipping my coffee.
Now, what was you wanted to talk to me about? There'd be no other reason other than to get his hat fixed. It doesn't require two people.
Well, I've just happened upon my brother, and, well, spending quality time is always nice. Anyway, I heard something about town, around town in this case, about your little Vessie's Mercy. Great name, by the way.
Still not sure the right name, by the way.
I literally hold that up. I hold out a hand to get a high five for for the vested mercy.
Begrudgingly high fives.
Great name, by the way. Just
you happened upon a stranded elf. Correct.
Just how many secrets are you willing to divulge to your brother? So.
oh, I
You didn't tell
didn't.
me anything.
I don't have
I have
to
my
tell
own
him
sources.
anything. He just knows.
Okay, I have to be able to roll an insight on that. There's
You
nobody
certainly
else in this
can.
ship who knows
You
about that.
certainly can roll an insight check on that one.
Can
And,
I roll with advantage because nobody else aside from the members of the ship know about the stranded
I
passengers?
did say I was going drinking, bitches.
I would say no, simply because you have never been able to keep track of Cade if he didn't want you to. And you know that. Because you've watched Cade appear and disappear at will. And then whenever Cade is working, he is nowhere to be seen. Unless
By the way-
he wants you to be.
By the way, DM, you rolled deception, not insight.
Oh, yeah, I rolled deception.
That-
So. However...
Oh, okay.
That and that and Cade being the way he is, I'm pretty sure he's better at keeping secrets than the rest of us.
Well, that may be Valor's assumption, but I mean, you have no way of knowing that for sure.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Normal roll it is.
But I mean, you only have to beat a 7, so... Yeah, this story don't hold water.
Alright, which one of the crew members are you?
Me? No one. Again, just his brother. I have my own sources of information. You're not the only one that can have spies and friends.
I put my coffee down and I'm like, just play along. He thinks it's funny.
Clearly.
Fucking sold you out! That's why I can't do
He
no
still
crimes.
doesn't.
That's why I can't
Still
do no
doesn't
crimes
know
with
who
you.
I am.
That's why I can't do no crimes with you guys. Y'all get me busted. Y'all sell me out.
I would only sell you out if it was to my best interest.
Yeah, exactly.
I would sell you out for a Mountain Dew and a Dorito chip.
I believe it. You're cheap.
Hold
So,
up. Hold up. Not even for a flaming hot Mountain Dew? Come on.
No.
so,
Hold up. You've never had a flaming hot?
Val,
Anyway, moving
dear,
on.
Val, dear, my lad, voice completely changes.
Oh, I like the English accent. Go back to that.
Oh, fuck off, you can.
And there it is.
Smiles as I pour my as I unscrew my little flask of liquor and pour it into the coffee and re-screw it back in, put it back into my vest. As discreetly
when
as
did
I
you learn that neat trick?
as discreetly as I possibly can.
Couple of days ago. It's coming in handy. How you like it?
Clearly.
Got a chuckle out of
If
me.
you picked anyone else, you had to pick the captain.
He's got the hots for
Well-
me. What can I say? I take a sip of my boozed coffee.
I mean, clearly, no. No, I don't. And, oh,
Try some grab ass
If-
somewhere else.
if I try with you, if I try with you, you're kind of long. So if they step on tail, there's no tail.
That, and you'd probably end up with legs.
I think I can make myself look like you, but there's just nothing there.
So here's
It would-
here's the conundrum though. As you walk and it's supposed to be a snake trunk, your foot would actually be moving through the illusion
Yeah.
because you don't
There's a lot of
slither.
Like
There's
I
a lot of
said,
bits.
you'd end up with legs. Not all 1T have tails, as my mother is clearly evidence to that fact.
That is
I
true.
just
Both
wanna-
his
Sel just straight
parents
up goes
are
out.
two-legged.
Legged.
beings.
Yeah.
Sel just goes, listen. Point being is, he picked me probably because I'm hot. Outside of that, because he likes me. Second,
It's because you're easy to impersonate.
also, don't touch my ass again if you're gonna insult me.
What the fuck?
Wait, what?
Oh, you thought I
Okay,
would
moving
forget.
on from that
You
ridiculous.
thought I would
we're
forget in
moving
the
on
middle
from
of a
that
dungeon
ridiculous
when
thing.
you were invisible. Fuck you.
Right.
Okay,
So,
moving on. So, you guys
Vala,
obviously came here to find me, so what's the deal?
Vala, first of all, sorry to intrude. All right. Something happened.
Really?
Let me guess. The elf woke up.
The elf woke up, and from what he told us, there's probably VAMPIRA coming after him.
And we might need a holy man to help us out.
I'm not sure Esporo can probably protect him from a vampire.
Divinity, it definitely helps. Vampirism.
Valor. Roll a Arcana or Religion check. Your choice.
As a paladin, I should have religion as a proficiency. I did not take it, and that is probably my bad.
The only thing Cell is positive about is that religion only helps when it comes
20 on
to
Arcana?
So,
But is he Van Helsing now? Okay.
Yeah. So there.
He can help.
As a paladin, one of the things you learn, as well as martial and religious teachings, is the type of monsters that are normally associated with evil. Because for the most part, your particular paladin order, they're good aligned, mostly chaotic good. But they still fight evil, as do most paladins. And all undead fall under evil. Regardless of whether or not they're neutral evil, chaotic evil, lawful evil, it doesn't matter. All undead are evil. All undead at some point become a problem for every paladin order, every clerical order, or something. In fact, I think paladins actually get the turn undead ability at a later level.
Some of them do. Some of them do.
Right.
Depends on the oath.
But so, one of the things you learned pretty quickly was what undead are a big problem. And one of the biggest problem undead are the vampire, because of how powerful they are, how fast they are, how strong they are, and the various powers at their disposal. The only other one that really rivals the vampire in terms of undead threat is the Lich. And that is simply because the Lich is the peak of undeath. You know
What about mummies?
Mummies and vampires are on equal footing. Because they can create spawn and slaves in the same
Manner, yeah.
same speed. There's also not a lot of mummies in Vodari, just as a whole. There's no, like, in the old world, pre-Vesi's Rage, mummies were a thing to worry about. Since then, they haven't really been seen. Yeah. Everybody's kind of assumed that whatever caused the continent to explode kind of wiped out the kingdoms that had mummies. No one's really seen one, and no one's really had to deal with any since. That doesn't mean they don't exist, it just means that nobody's really had to deal with one for a while.
They're rare, yeah.
Yeah. Vampires are a little more commonplace. Simply because that, while many stories of vampires are true, one of the stories that's not is that they can't pass over moving bodies of water. That's not true. Because there's actually rumors in all Paladins Guild of a ship far to the north in the frozen lands, probably around Islad, maybe a Tor, where there is a ship of a whole ship of all vampires.
Ooh, vampires, yeah.
No one's proven it, no one's seen it, but it is the hot rumor that goes around Paladin circles. It is called the Blood Pearl.
So, allow me to put this in perspective, so. There is one ship that floats around in the circles of my order. And it's called the Blood Pearl. As it is very far to the north, we have nothing to worry about at this time. So, theoretically, if this vampire is anywhere in the nearby vicinity, it'll be alone.
Yeah, it's still a fucking vampire, mate.
That is true. But you
That
do
is
know
true.
that a lot of your radiant powers would actually do fairly well against vampires.
I know I'm coming with you. You could have told me this when I got to the ship today. Instead of intruding on my household and my time with my family before this long, dangerous, and potentially lethal voyage.
Oh, I mean, first of all, he did have to get his ad fixed, so 2 in 1.
That was the other reason.
You didn't know
Secondarily,
my mother was a seamstress.
We hashed on the way here, and there's a sign out front. It's pretty fucking easy.
She has a sign?
She has a
you
sign.
didn't see the sign?
I was a little bit more focused on trying to see my family.
Oh, good on you.
Sal
really
says with a bit of a wispy want in his voice.
Oh, good on you, mate.
You really can't do my voice, mate. You don't
No,
have a
but you can-
Okay, you can't do your voice.
Oh, listen, you can't do your voice, mate.
It
wasn't supposed to be exact.
Before you guys decide to intrude on more...
It's Melbourne, it
Yeah.
ain't Sydney.
Before you guys decide to intrude yourself on more Zavo hospitality, get your hat fixed and leave.
Oh, that was the plan. Secondarily, we just wanted to keep you in the loop, so you knew.
I'm under contract with that ship. You think I'm not going to come back to it?
Well, it's not that you're
Desertion
not back.
is punishable by death. I am aware of this.
Not on my end, but it's just we come find you. Second. Most importantly,
I kind of wrote the contract. I kind of have to enforce it now. Yeah, it's my bad.
I gotta say, we didn't actually make a rule about what happens after, did we? As I look at it.
Actually, no. The contract does stipulate that if you desert, you die.
Is it die or is
It is die.
It is punishable by death. Yep.
is punishable by death?
As it is on most ships.
That is true. That is standard on most ships. Is desertion is punishable by, at the very least, an account of treason or desertion, which is a minimum of 5 years hard labor, or outright execution, depending on the severity.
The point is, I wasn't expecting you not to show up. It was more of a wanted to keep you in the loop so that you didn't feel left out of what was going on or any decisions possible, because it is a privateering ship which is held up primarily by democracy.
Have you got the what was it called? Letter of marque yet?
Right here, as I hold it up.
We still don't have it, or do we?
Oh,
you were given the letter of marque.
I never put it
okay.
away. I kept it in my pockets.
You were given the letter of marque. What you were told is that there will be someone to come re-outfit your ship later today, actually.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, because I almost forgot, we got a new cabin boy. His name's Mickey. Good lad. And we're kind of transporting 2 kids out of port.
See, that's valuable information. The vampires just...
Other than a vampire's possibly trying to kill somebody we attempted to save, that's not important.
That's also valuable information.
Like, I thought that would be the most important information.
I might be a dick, but come on, mate.
You kind of left out the part of them trying to kill the guy.
Oh yeah, that's what he thinks. But then also, we don't know because he was delirious.
You also left that part out when you initially explained it.
Look, my brother here is not good at explaining certain important informations.
Yeah, play along because he finds it funny.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just practicing. And hi.
Oh, please don't freak out his mom. I think
she's going to be a little bit more freaked out that the other tiefling left and a dark elf decided to intrude on her house.
That's what I'm trying to say, as I almost yell. But I had to run off.
Look,
Okay.
you might be able to yell on the ship. This ain't your ship.
I'm
It's my mom's
aware.
ship.
I apologize.
There is no man on this island that is more scared of any woman than my mother.
I stand up and move my chair a little bit out. I'm like, you want me to go apologize to your mom? I'll go apologize to your mom. I said I was sorry.
Sit down.
Actually,
Sit down.
about this time, Mrs. Wakewalker walks in with the hat and the bullet hole completely fused over, and she goes, "What's all the racket in here? I'm sorry it took so
Mom?
long."
I apologize for the events of my passion.
She just looks at you,
Ma'am?
honey. I appreciate you trying. I'm a simple gal and I like simple things. So just keep it simple, okay? It's what I always used to tell Vala. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. And she walks over and she puts your hat on your head, kind of adjusts it. You see her pull out a pair of little tiny scissors and snips a loose thread. And she kind of brushes it.
Xavier's lifting fingers until she notices.
I was mostly yelling at this guy. I was mostly yelling at this guy because of the fact that one.
Can you make her do the thing that she licks the finger and cleans the stain from the face, please?
Hilariously though, she actually like looks at the feather that's in the captain's hat and just runs it along the feather's edges to smoothen it out. And she smiles and pats your cheek. So there you go. Don't you look so handsome? And she pinches your cheek. Now, who's the elf?
Welcome to my life, Sel.
Thank
Right,
you.
so 37 seconds. That took a while.
Thank you, ma'am. No, this is Cal. The thing. It was more of a. It was a practical joke. It was pranking the snake.
She looks like at herself.
As they call him.
Which snake?
It was Valor. We call him the snake.
Oh.
Can you guys not use racist terms like that?
I mean, it's not really racist. It's 100% a fact.
You call me. Look, this guy calls me.
It might be a fact, but it's still derogatory.
Look, this one calls me. Look, this one calls me horny all the time, and that's more racist than calling you a snake.
She like grabs onto your horns. Is it really though?
Mildly.
I think everyone needs to stop being so sensitive. Y'all have greater problems to worry about. From what I know, you're on a privateering ship. And that means you could die at any moment. You have a lot of bigger problems to worry about other than sensitivity. And besides, it's the ocean. If you can't handle it, you should stay on land. The ocean's not a sensitive place.
I'm dead for 20 years, and now I'm trying my hand at this.
I would say the land isn't that great, to be honest.
Oh, I know.
I believe the ocean is more sensitive than you think, Mother. In terms of it is very it can be easily enraged.
Well, that may be. Vessi is Vessi, but and she kind of holds out a hand.
At any point,
that'll be 3 gold or 3 silver pieces. Sorry.
Absolutely. Here you go.
And she smiles and
I hand her a full gold piece.
She smiles. Oh, well, thank you. I like to see the Valor's falling in with the right kind of crew. And she walks over to Valor and just pats your head. You should be nice to your friends and your captain. After all, they come all the way here to see you, Bubula.
I kind of like, you kind of just see Valor's ears turn bright pink at the mention of Bubula. I'm like, can you not call me that in front of them? They're never going to let that go, you know.
What? It's a tiefling and a half-drow. What do they know? And besides, what do they care? They've getting called worse and better.
I'm consistently called knife is. I don't like it, so.
See, again, that's you being sensitive.
Put their hand over their.
I mean, I don't like it. It's just, I tolerate it. I don't like it.
Yeah, Cell tries their best to hide their blush by putting their hand over their face.
I mean, if you want, I know a friend. I got a friend down the road. She makes some fantastic jewelry, and she could actually get you little knife attachments you could put on your ears. They'd look really spiffy.
What's her name?
Her name is Sylvia. She's just down the road, 2 houses. You can't miss it.
Oh, thank you,
Sylvia's
ma'am. And I make a
Silvers.
move.
And
Thank
Sylvia's
you, ma'am. And I make a
Silvers.
move.
And she can put little knives on your ears, and it looks so
I'm sorry.
fashionable.
Say that again. Say that name again.
Sylvia's Silvers.
Sylvia's Okay, I thought her name, her last name was Silver. It's like the Darth
No.
Babushka family grows.
No.
Wait, she still lives there? I thought she moved away.
Dr. Marcy of the Freedom Sand does not live here in Zavo. Her
I was
parents.
talking about Sylvia.
Oh, no. No, Dr. Marcy's parents actually live in Crownport.
All right. Well,
But
thank you very much, ma'am.
she smiles. Oh, you're very welcome, and thank you so much for visiting. Though next time, I have a personal rule: no magic in the house.
Well, the magic was cast outside the house.
Don't get smart with me.
Please don't.
You're walking on thin ice, Xavier. You should be very afraid of this woman. I am.
She bonks you on the head. That's because, unlike him, who's a guest, and I just asked him to leave, I can hurt you.
See what I mean?
I like this woman. She is fantastic.
Me too. Anyway.
You are lovely, man.
Oh, thank you so kindly. Flattery gets you nowhere. But.
Oh, it's not that. It's just the fact that.
So you're the captain of my Valor ship, yes?
Yeah, the Vestes Mercy.
Okay.
Six cents to you, man.
Yeah, I'm not sold on the name either.
I mean, it's an interesting name, and I certainly don't think it's registered to anyone else. So, I mean, hey, maybe all the good ship names are taken. Although, I will say this, it'll be memorable if there's a ship sailing around called the Vestes Mercy. That'd be quite fun.
That's the idea.
Oh, well,
Plan on making a name.
Is my son's ship leave over? Do you need him to come back right away?
It's not so much we need him to come back right away. We just wanted to make sure that, one, he was okay, and two, he was informed.
Oh, okay. Well, that's no trouble.
If he wants to come back with us due to the urgency of events, that's completely his choice.
But he is on leave as well. He has at least until the end of the day, so.
Oh, well, fantastic.
You guys are worried about the guy that can take more hits than both of you combined.
She leans.
Excuse.
She leans down and grabs your shoulders, Valor. They're your friends, and he's your captain. He's got to worry about you, for one. And for two, they're trying to be nice. They may suck at it, but they're trying.
At least you understand my predicament.
She bops you upside the head. At least somebody cares. Aside from your poor mother, who you always worry about, you never write, you never call. You know, Gregory's mom down the street, he got her a pair of sending stones for Christmas one year, and they talk to each other every week.
I kind of send you all the money I have. It's kind of hard to buy sending stones with nothing.
And
that might be the problem.
That money is still right here, and you can still go down to the bank, and you can go get your money, and then you can go buy some sending stones.
Right.
You see,
as your financial advisor,
spending it.
So Mr. Wake Walker, as your financial advisor and quartermaster, that might be the problem.
Well, to be fair, I was trying to get them out of the poorhouse.
It doesn't seem that they're keeping the...
Not anymore. I've been working like a dog.
Well, I haven't been exactly, slacking off either. It's hard work.
Yes, but... And thankfully, you have the hands for it.
Yeah, the hands. That's what we'll go with.
Well, you think you're using your teeth?
Don't you ask a woman how she gets her business done, Boobala. That's not polite. Every woman has her secrets.
I walk up and I'm just like, Mrs. Wakewalker, it has been a pleasure. Absolutely. Thank you so much for fixing my hat.
Of course, doll. And if you need anything, you come over to see me first, okay? After all...
Absolutely.
Exactly. See, there's a smart boy, and she kind of she again walks over to you, and she just leans in. You should really think about trying to work out or something. Put some weight on, because you're just too skinny, and you look just as pretty as a magnolia in May. I tell you what, I first thought that you was a girl, and I was gonna try to hook you up. Well, actually, my valet is single. I don't judge.
And he's creative.
I'm. Thank you so much, but
I know he's a little hard-headed. He gets that from his father, but
we don't quite exactly get along right now. He doesn't quite like me.
Oh, he doesn't like anybody. He was such a prickly child when he was growing up, just a little snake biting at everything. But don't worry, he'll grow out of it as soon as he gets to know you a little better. Don't worry.
I definitely try to get on his good side.
By the way, in the background, this is Xavier right now.
Xavier, I see you writing that blackmail list.
And?
What's you gonna do about it?
In your mother's house.
You know the rules. No fighting in the house.
What if I take him outside the house?
Well, I don't care what happens outside my house, just not in my house. You'll break my nice things.
And I'm just saying,
please don't let your son hurt me, especially when I'm being...
Oh no, he's gonna try and hurt me, because, I'm messing with him.
Secondarily...
I'm trying to blackmail me in my own house.
Secondarily,
I'm
trying to get some new digs. Turns around a little bit. Possibility that you could maybe help me out with that?
Oh, some new clothes!
Yes.
Unfortunately, I don't make a lot of clothes myself. I just do repair work. But I can tell you the shop. If you go down 4 streets over and you take a left and 2 rights and a left and then a U-turn, you'll spot it just right there on the corner.
So completely blanks out. I don't...
As always, Monday, your directions are on point.
Well, the old man that told us how to get here was the same thing, so...
That's how you get to parties!
I'm sure they are fantastic. My only problem is land directions don't quite
Valor, you can take him over to Marty's.
Yeah, I'll take him over to Marty's.
Yeah, it's where we used to get you your little vest when you were a little kid. He looks so handsome. He looks so
Continues
handsome.
writing.
You should have seen him for his graduation from the academy. He looked so professional and so spiffy. They gave him a vest and a suit and a coat and everything. They didn't give him any pants for because, it's kind of hard to wear pants when you have a trunk. But he got himself a nice little kilt that we had custom made just for him. It was so lovely. It was so nice. I still have your blues. Let me go get them.
You should wear your blues.
No. I swear to Astoro, so I will make sure you never see the light of day again if you see me in those.
She actually comes out with a set of black Zavo dress blues. Very nice, very professional. However, you notice that there are actually medals, and awards on it. He was such a little trooper. He was top of his class, and I was so proud of him. I'm so proud of you, Bubba.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Still had to graduate from being a stowaway, though.
Well, at least they didn't cut your head off.
Xavier's writing.
I wouldn't expect anything less from my helmsman.
So Xavier's writing.
I don't settle for mediocre.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah, and our boasting on top of that.
Somebody's got to keep you joking in mind.
You should definitely try those on. I would love to see you in them.
DM, as this conversation's happening,
yeah,
and Xavier's writing, might I have Cell make a charisma saving throw?
Certainly. Cell, make a charisma save, please.
So, please? Brent, make a charisma saving throw for him.
I keep forgetting. Sorry.
Nat 1, please.
11.
He fails.
Okay.
So
I-
what?
I have
so tell me what
failed?
you want. What you really, really want.
I can send you something, okay?
Thank you.
Yep.
And I did not break a rule,
I know.
as this spell is not outwardly noticeable.
Yep. I am fully well aware of this particular spell. So, she smiles, but he graduated as a paladin. Oh, it was such a proud day. I didn't realize that the gods still cared so much, but they cared about my little schnuggy. Ugh, I'm so proud. Look at me, I'm the mother of a
You
famous
gotta
ship
just see.
paladin.
You just see Valor. He's becoming really agitated. You just see his like tongue breathing out every like 3 seconds.
But anyway, enough of
No,
my
I'm not wearing those.
No, they're for dress occasions. You can't just wear them, cuz. What kind
That
of
and I don't think they
animals?
fit anymore.
No, they do. I took your measurements last night when we hugged.
I'm sorry, what?
Bubala, how long have I been sewing your clothes? Your entire life? If I don't know your measurements
Yeah.
by now and when they change, what kind of mother am I? And that's
Do
how
you
I
want
know
an
you
honest
got
answer to
skinny.
that question?
Don't get smart with me, Bubala.
Well, it's kind of hard not to get smart with you. You raised me to be smart.
Flattery gets you nowhere, just like I told you, Captain. And she walks off and goes to put your dress blacks back. And then as she returns, Valor, go show your captain and his brother thing to Marty's. And you can also show them to Sylvie's. He'll like those knife earrings. They'll look so great.
Thank
And
you.
hey, if someone calls you knife ears, at least you could take them and stab them with it.
Well, knives are not really my thing.
I mean, knives are everyone's thing. Everybody
Right.
can
Mother,
use a knife.
Ma'am,
Mother,
I opened
he's a
the
gun
code,
guy.
and there's two. I opened the code, and there's 2 guns in holsters.
She smiles. Oh, that's so adorable. You're one of them little gunslinger guys. I've seen a couple of you. You know, there was a pistolero a couple years ago. He was here in Port Zavo. He thought he was real high and mighty. And that was until he ran afoul of that one guy. The big red guy. Bubala, the big red guy. Oh, wait, you were here. You were at sea. What was his name?
Taggart.
No, not Taggart. Oh, God, good riddance to him. May Vessi be
Oh,
eating
he's
him
bloody
forever.
hell.
That's what I
You're
heard.
welcome. You're
Um,
welcome.
No, who was it? Oh, Muerto! That's who it was.
Muerto! That was who it was, man!
Man.
Big old tiefling, about 8 feet tall, red as blood. Had a bunch of spikes protruding everywhere. He was a really intimidating guy. This pistolero took one bullet, bang, and shot him. And then Muerto just walked up and hugged him until he was nothing but jelly and just dropped him. It was quite a scene.
Right. I'm kind of glad I wasn't here for that.
Oh, it was such a nice scene. After all, that pistolero was nothing but trouble, causing all kinds of mayhem and mischief. Anyway, Bubala, go show your captain to Sylvie's and Marty's, and then you can come back and we'll have one last dinner before you go home to... Well, you're home. Go back to work tomorrow. Or tonight. I'll cook you up your favorite...
I do not mean to intrude, but we currently do not.
I kind of grabbed
a
Stell by
decent
the
cook, and
collar of his shirt. I grab him by the collar of his shirt and lift him up. We're going to Marcy's. No arguments.
Marty's is the other side of town.
Oh yeah, I get them mixed up sometimes.
And he also
I
does
haven't
need
been there in a
medicine.
couple of years.
We definitely will go to Marty's. But Miss, if there is at any point that you would like to have a sit down and chat for any longer, you're relatively pleasant, if not extremely, more so than anyone I've met in a long time.
She just waves her hand. She just waves her hand. Go while you're still behind, darling. You've been
It was lovely meeting you.
You've been very sweet, and I hope you take good care of my Vala.
I will do my best. He
And-
might hinder it.
Well, he is hard-headed like his father.
We'll keep him alive, man. He's
Good.
gonna come back home.
Fantastic. Also, if he happens to marry, just send her here. We'll take care of her. Or him.
Madam, if he happens to marry, you're invited on the bloody ship.
Well, I should hope so.
I'm about to say, we were at least going to come pick you up. Minimum.
Oh, good.
Parents are really important now.
I'm not getting married anytime in the near future.
Near future.
Deny me
you know what?
grandkids again, why don't you? While you're off
I'll deny you
gallivanting,
grandkids for as long as it takes.
while you're off gallivanting around and sailing the ocean blue, who do I have to look after?
Cell grabs Valor's mouth and just be like, do not say anything more. This is a gift. Shut the fuck up. Person is here.
Right. So,
Get
Tamari,
out of
Tamari.
my house.
Tamari,
I
then.
just throw Sal out the front door. See you later, mother.
Now you be nice, Vala.
Do grab your weapon just in case.
I think I'll be alright.
Make sure you
Please.
walk around armed. You never know. Them gutter snipes is getting bold these days.
Please grab your
Gosh.
gear.
Oh, I should know.
Okay, I
ran
grabbed
into
my
some of them
gear.
a couple days ago.
I hold a
I grabbed my
hand
long
out.
sword and shield, and I guess by this point in time, I would have at least grabbed my armor.
Oh, yeah. And so as you
I
guys...
do-
Go ahead.
I do hold a hand out for somebody to help me.
Somebody.
No.
I help him up. Ow, my hand. I help him up.
Thanks.
Wait, did he squeeze your hand that hard, or are you just giving him some form of confidence?
No, I hit my fucking knuckle on the table.
Well, don't punch my mother's table, damn it!
Whitehill did it, not Xavier.
Well, remember Blaze's rule. Anything said is generally classified as in
Did I sound
character.
Aussie? Did
I
I
mean,
sound
that-
Aussie? Prick.
That is fair. Those of you who have voices, I can at least distinguish when something is in character and isn't. Those of you who don't, well, you know, I just run off the assumption. But
Thank
anyway,
you.
you guys all make it outside and you're headed to the shops. And that is where we will pick it up next time. With a surprise for the two who are still on the ship.
Hey.
And this is why I wanted you to stay, you dick.
But, Emil, we can't hear you. I think you've been muted like the better part of this situation.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
And now go.
Yeah, he's been laughing
No,
quite
but-
frequently. Laughing at my pain.
This was perfect.
Nope, still can't hear you.
Still can't hear you. I think it has to do with your headphones. Unplug and
Probably
replug.
your head.
They probably need to be regrounded.
Mm.
Oh,
We heard that. We heard that.
there you go.
Yay,
go.
there you are.
Yeah, they just need to be regrounded.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right. But anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. This has been a fun episode. Lots of jokes, lots of laughs. Hopefully next time we'll get just a little bit more done. But of course, you know, we haven't met in so long, so we had a bunch of fun to catch up on. But anyway,
Wait, I want that cliffhanger on the ship.
no.
What?
No.
You're not giving us a cliffhanger?
Nope.
Who are
No,
you?
no. The thing is, he's only gonna give you cliffhangers when it's me talking. I think this has become standard.
Okay, you know, that's valid. We'll do that.
But at any rate, I want to thank you all so much for watching and tuning in with us this Wednesday evening. This has been fantastic. Of course, I couldn't do this without my friends and my fantastic cast of characters. So immediately to my right, we have Mr. Emil playing Reeve, our Stormcloak Ranger.
I'm learning how to cook. And I
Our-
found out I'm important. I get to be looking in the sea.
Our
I don't know what that is.
our
I
wave
need a
dancing,
cook.
our wave dancing siren, no less. And then, of course, directly underneath him, we have Mr. Vex playing Valor Wakewalker, our Yuan Ti Oath of Discovery Paladin.
Or Boobala.
I have a pair of bodies to hide.
Or Schnookums.
I'm never gonna let you guys are never gonna let me live that down, are you? Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I'm not sure if I should hate you or thank you.
You're welcome.
And a dramatic Italian grandma. We stand it.
Xavier has taken notes that are going to be encrypted and copied and handed to each officer.
Why would you do this to me?
Why not?
Sal will not breathe a word
Then directly underneath
unless you start threatening.
Directly underneath me, we have Mr. Nicky joining us for this as Cell Bomba, our title sorcerer.
I need to get a gourmet cook or something like that. I'm already
Dying over there. Yes.
I'm already positive that everything that's going to be cooked is going to be shit now unless I fix it or
I thought I was doing really good.
I didn't eat last night.
At the bottom,
Well, that's your fault.
right?
There's a reason.
On the bottom left-hand side of this screen over here, we have Mr. Whitehill joining us again as Xavier Varel. Hopefully he will join us this next week in Tyranny of Dragons. But he will see. He and Nikki will both see. Actually, 3 of these people will see you on Sunday.
Hey,
And it's lovely to be here. I spend both my spells in the morning. I mean, I don't have damage shit, so why not? Just, and my net of information on the crew grows.
There you go. And then, of course,
you should not have been able to make that.
You failed the save.
It was a miracle.
Whitehill is our half-drow arcane gunsmith. And then last but certainly not least is the lovely Laura playing Niafta, our College of Lore bard tiefling.
Yup. I am trying to learn some new stuff, but for now I have to hand out some garlic and change some diapers.
Wait, what?
Jesus
Who's
Christ.
wearing diapers?
What are you talking about?
Where did the diapers and where did the garlic come from? Like, we already had the garlic handed out.
I know, but this is what I've been doing in the meantime, right?
She's handing out garlic to the rest of the crew.
Yeah, there you go.
I told you not to hand out garlic to everybody, just to him.
Why not?
Hey,
I mean,
Brent, I
we're
have a
supposed
question
to
for
be
you,
being
actually.
praised by vampires, so I mean,
You weren't there to stop her.
a little
I
bit
clearly
of
wasn't.
It's not gonna hurt anybody, huh?
Brent, I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
What would happen if I inscribed the runic spell text for Turn Undead across the rim of the ship?
Who knows?
It might be a long-term stuff and a lot of money to spend to.
That does cost money to inscribe. That is for sure.
That's probably going to be a lot of money and sometimes, like some weeks, to enchant our hull with "fuck you, dead people."
I mean,
it would keep
Whatever
the dead
gets
people off
silver
the
gold
ship.
because we need the silver.
technically speaking, it's just go away, dead people. And it does have a range, and there is a saving throw involved. So, I mean,
Yeah.
who knows? But anyway,
Yeah.
guys and gals, I have been your Master of the Seas, Dr. JWolfenstein, and again, we will see you on the next High Seas adventure here in Vodari. Catch you next time.